Welcome back to Casuregni. The Red Wardens are currently mid-exploration of a large underground fortress that belongs to the Deku's Eye cult. They have explored a good number of rooms. They fed somebody to a wyvern. They almost sounded the alarm several times for various reasons. Um, Drago tried to dissect an animal of unknown origins. Zelia and our new friend Demian were interrogating slash torturing an administrative assistant. And where we left off, they had come across some sort of weird puzzle in the middle of the floor. And that is where we pick up. I will actually just shift back to the puzzle map. And once it loads for me, I will unpause the game. There we go. So this is the room where you guys are. There are 3 guards in the room, approximately where they are on this map.
Oops. Where they are on this map, you know not.
I am just still irked the fact that I couldn't get this stupid puzzle centered. Yes, just because you as the player know where it is, doesn't mean you know what to do with it.
I'm just pointing it out. I didn't say that was the
Okay.
answer.
Fair enough.
Okay, guys, I figured it out. Ready? Here's the thing. Okay.
Why is it?
X marks the spot.
Stop! I'm working over here.
It all makes sense. Go towards the X.
There. X. Back to actual stuff though. Is it possible to like step on the puzzle?
These are just tiles on the floor.
Okay, so sure, like a wall or something.
Oh, you are super robot-y.
You knew.
Oh no.
We might be losing them.
Oh no.
We lost Steph. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, now John's robot too.
Oh no. I don't know, actually. I was...
Sure, Wi-Fi freaking out.
Changing to my
Maybe.
phone. Okay.
Oh.
Now can I actually move now?
Zelia, quickly, while the moral compasses are away, we could commit crimes.
Ow.
Yes, time to do things. Quickly.
I'm right here.
Assuming Drago is moral compass of it group is certainly
Oh. Robot. Back? Maybe?
Hmm?
There we go.
Back?
Back.
Baby got back.
But yes, it is possible for you to walk on this floor. It is just tiles inlaid in the floor.
If I step on the T, what happens?
The tile slightly depresses.
If I step on the H and step off of the T, what happens?
The H depresses, the T comes back up.
I'm just gonna walk through it and see what happens.
As you walk all the way through, you hear the clicking of something unlocking. And these guards move forward. What have you done?
I was walking.
You need to leave.
Is it not permitted to walk on the tiles?
You need to leave.
Well, now that we know where the way out is, perhaps we can leave.
How is this room lit?
How is the room lit?
Yes.
There are sconces in each of the corners.
Mm.
And then there is also light coming in from the open hallways, which it doesn't show on this map because this map was just for the puzzle, but it shows it on the other one.
It's not like a door there, because it looks like a door here. Is that a door or is it just a hallway?
It opens up to the hallway. I put it in as a door.
Oh, okay. Dang, I can't do anything anyway. Or not what I wanted to do. Okay. Sorry, I was just walking.
All right. So you guys are going back out?
Mm-hmm.
For the record, the clicking you heard was on this wall.
Okay.
Hmm. Do we see anything on the wall?
You would have to investigate it, but there are two very hostile guards watching you all leave the room.
Don't you mean listening? Mean they don't have eyes?
Oh, true.
Oh, good point.
True.
That's true. They don't have
Their
eyes.
faces are following you, is what I meant by
That's
that.
uncomfortable, dude. Oh no.
So they
Kinda
can't.
like those enemies you had, John.
Yeah,
Once upon a time.
they can't. They can't see Drago's disarming smile. Then that's the problem.
They cannot.
That's the problem. If they could see that, then
Damn.
Yeah, it's like they can.
Sad.
It's almost like they can tell where you are, but they just don't know what you look like.
Hmm.
Wonder how
Zelia,
it
what
works.
is chance that we can sneak past the mysterious guards who seem most unhappy?
Depends on if they can notice somebody who's sneaking.
We risk
What if they
further
can't notice people who are in
antagonization.
the air?
I mean, we've already killed people. I mean, it's not like we couldn't kill them if we had to.
Hmm. He's noted I am above killing potentially criminal guards, which have been harassing me for some time. But I suppose if we were to allow them to exist here and they accidentally trigger alarm or other problem, we are stuck with bigger situation.
Yes, and it seems like they're blocking wherever we need to go.
How tall are the
And-
ceilings?
Depends on which room.
In 27.
In 27, they are approximately 20 feet tall.
Okay.
Besides the room that you guys entered into and the room with the wyvern, this room has the tallest ceilings that you've seen so far in this place.
Hmm. Did you see anything on the ceiling in there?
John, are you ever going to leave the room?
Well, Drago was waiting for them
No?
to acknowledge his smile, but they didn't.
Can't say it.
Hmm.
Dang, none of us know Pass Without Trace. That's big sad.
No,
The party member
Drago-
that does have it was supposed to be here and ended up being out of town this weekend.
Drago does not.
Ah,
Drago does not know Pass Without Trace. He does know how to bite someone's head off, though.
This is true.
Pass Without Trace would be so useful here.
Sorry, Cedarheart is away.
Why is it Hawk's the only one with the spells that we need, and he's like never here? Man, it'd be really cool if somebody had identified. Thank you. Thank you.
That's a straw and a cup.
Fun stuff. We love fun drinks.
Nice.
I love when my mom's here.
Valid. We all love your mom.
Hello.
Steph gets so much more free coffee.
Hold on. She says
I
hi
don't-
to everyone. Oh, she's
Aw.
popping over.
She's walking away. Oh, she's
Hello.
walking.
There's
Hi.
no good way to do this.
There we go.
How's everybody doing?
We're doing good.
They're good. I don't think you can hear them. Oh, okay. Headset's loud enough.
Awesome. Don't have that problem. Nudge, nudge.
So what I'm hearing is we need to get Steve a headset for his birthday.
In October?
Early birthday.
I'll have you know, my Ocean State Droplet headset is working great. Much better than the $70 headset I bought from that other store, Best Buy.
Interesting.
See, it's called you get a
Anyway.
standalone mic and a good headset.
Whoa,
Like you
whoa,
get two separate things.
whoa,
One
whoa,
day. One day.
whoa. There's nothing wrong with a standard headset.
Other than the fact that John
We'll
never has his
convert
mic close
you
enough to his
eventually.
mouth.
Maybe if I was a professional voice actor like the rest of y'all, I would. But as of right now,
Says the guy
What do
who
you
puts the
mean
most effort into
professional?
his voice. Also, that insinuates that I get paid to do this.
That's true. We don't.
Granted, we
fair
keep
enough.
getting called celebrities, so
I've
Celebrities.
never been called a celebrity.
okay. There's somebody who calls our people on our group celebrities, so it might not have been to your face, but they.
Well, thank you,
exist.
whoever
Was-
you are.
Was I a celebrity?
Ran into him again at Comic Con. Ran into him again at Comic Con. I didn't realize he was going to be there. And now it's on the stream, so
Except we learned actually it's only Steph and Steve who are celebrities.
Obviously.
Told of those when I got on here.
excuse me, I get called it directly to my face, so
Valid.
Fancy.
Alright. Moving on. Back to the game.
Okay. So, what is chance that you could toss me onto the roof?
The ceiling, you mean?
Whatever you call it in common.
Pretty good. And I pick him up.
Oh, perfect.
I could just fly though. Wouldn't that be
Yes,
easier?
No.
but if
We're
he
a fight.
tossed me onto a ceiling, as you say, perhaps I could see a different vantage. And we could see if there is the
How is
actual
that
path
different
out
than
there.
flight?
Alright.
Depends on which one they hear easier, I suppose.
How high do I need to throw you?
If ceiling is 20 feet tall, I am about chest my chest is yet 6 feet. So give or take about 20 feet minus 6 and
Well,
minus your height, which
Yes, yes.
you're a
So,
very, very large lizard. So I suppose
combined
Good
height is 14 feet, so I need to only throw you 6 feet higher. How far am I throwing you?
Why are we throwing anyone at all?
Hina's like, while they're doing the mental math, I'm just going to fly away.
But not all
Or
of
we
us
just literally
have
walk
ability
in there.
to fly.
Fly away.
But this,
What is happening?
I don't know.
Actually, how far do you think you could toss me?
I'm not sure. I've never thrown someone your size.
It's sham. Because if I could get to the other side, perhaps I could see any entrance to door.
Well, or what we could do is have one of us run like a chicken with its head cut off towards that door over there. And while everyone's looking at them, someone could sneak up to the wall.
Well, I am good runner, but I do not suspect I am, as you say, good at distracting. I may need help.
Well, I'm not good at sneaking, so
It makes sense. You are nightlight.
Zelia's pretty good at sneaking.
Zelia walked away from her mic.
Oh,
Now is perfect time to commit, as you say, justice.
I was,
She is AFK.
I was going to say, so this is what they mean by the lights are on, but nobody's home.
that's sad.
That's so mean.
And I realized my
We could
mother's not
also
standing over
just
here to
toss her.
understand that.
Oh no.
Oh, we're tossing.
We could also
people
just
again?
toss her into guards and hope that she lands sneak attack. It would be unexpected.
True.
He's like, let's go
And if
tiefling
you're-
bowling.
If airborne, perhaps she would have better advantage from Sky.
And little
You
did
know-
you know that this entire time she was stealing your trail mix.
True.
No.
Yes, yeah, I am used to starvation.
Oh, my trail mix.
Sorry,
What
we
is
failed some
happening?
D&D last night.
What is happening?
You put us all in a room together. That's what.
It's true.
That's what I was waiting for. I knew it was coming.
My whip's in my hand. I'm going to attack this one over here.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Too many things. Where the frick did it go? There it is.
What?
Sure, we'll do this one.
Okay. Well,
Go ahead and
this way to
attack.
make the introduction.
I am 10
You will have advantage.
feet in the air above him, by the way.
That is
Okay.
fine.
I mean, 23 hits, but I'm gonna
Yeah, it does.
raise my-
Let's see if you
Dang
crit.
it. Just to see if I crit. Dang it.
You do not.
It's not a crit, but that's okay. Do I get the
Nice.
extra D8 or no?
No, they're not undead.
Just making sure.
Alright, that guy's dead.
What? Whoa.
On 17? That wasn't that hard.
Can I try to shoot this guy I can see down here?
Yeah. They're not very hearty individuals.
Okay. If I flew in the room, did they even notice?
They did not.
Try to measure. Okay, I think I'm just in.
They have tremor sense. So they can't see unless
Mm,
you're
you know,
walking.
I was wondering. I'm like, if I'm in the air, will they know where I'm here? Where I am.
No. You're gonna wipe them out like fairly easily, so I don't mind telling you that they have tremor sense.
Oh.
I
Am
forgot
I
to roll that
correct
with
in assuming
advantage.
I'm still being held?
You don't get advantage.
Oh,
No, I can set you down.
I
That's
mean,
fair.
if you kept holding me, perhaps I'd have higher height.
Well, I was using the assassinate.
Ah, okay.
that I
Yeah, so they
I
haven't
posted
gone
that.
yet.
That's why I said about the.
Where?
get their
Oh, I
ranged
didn't see it.
attack.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I was like, I forgot. I didn't say it out loud because I was still talking, but I did post it. So
I totally missed it. Okay, that 21 does hit.
And it doesn't know what's happening, so it's a crit technically, no?
Yeah.
I guess I have to. But I think I have to re-roll that to see what the crit is. I don't know what the crit.
I'm just telling you right now, the damage that you rolled, doubled it, will kill it.
Whew.
I want to
He's
roll.
dead.
Even though I know you said double it would kill it, I just want to roll a sneak attack dice for the sake of rolling them to see how high that would be.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Do you do
Dang.
that plus 24, or do you double the dice?
We double the dice.
I think you got him.
There is one left who is now aware of his compatriots' bodies hitting the floor. But beyond that has no clue what is going on. And is kind of like whipping his head around quickly, trying to figure out what is happening.
I guess I can
If
do that.
neither, as I say, if neither John or
I mean,
Dan
he's in
in
range
there
for
or
me.
anything, that's fine. You got it. I'll let you do it. As I say, technically I had 2 attacks, but I'll let you do it.
It's just a d20 first.
Yeah, if you roll, you can roll from your...
Roll your bow,
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
because you get extra bonuses on top of the d20.
Mm-hmm.
Saying I have somehow consumed all my uses.
Don't worry, you can unclick consume resource. There's a specific thing that your bow can do that it's trying to use the resource for. Alright, so now over in chat, you hit attack. Yep, there we go. So an 8 unfortunately misses.
Oh, I can do one more thing.
Okay.
Not sure why that did that twice.
No, don't worry.
I'm trying to remember how to actually.
So if you go into your character sheet and into your inventory, you have your unarmed strike, and you just click the dice next to it.
Oh, perfect.
A 12 misses, I'm sorry.
Ooh.
So you get one more.
No.
So you can just hit attack again. That's a crit, and yeah, that's gonna hit.
I said you're gonna roll well to make up for it, and you did. I called it.
So then again, in chat, you click damage. And then critical.
Damage and critical.
So in chat, there's a thing for damage.
I'm like unironically not seeing it, but that's just definitely on me.
Okay, so in chat, on Foundry, there's unarmed strike, attack, damage. You're going to click on damage.
Okay, yeah.
And then there should be an option for critical hit.
Perfect.
Perfect. Nope, we're not applying it to Yasuke. We're applying it to the guard. Who is dead.
I'd rather not hit that, please. It would
All
be
right.
less painful.
True. Stop. So yeah, that was all over in a matter of 6 seconds.
Well then, that was easy.
You're investigating the guards. Go ahead and roll investigation.
I just want to see if there's anything in their pocket, but sure,
Fair enough.
I can do that.
You said we heard the clicking from over here.
Hold on 1 second. So each of the soldiers has a spear on them, a chain shirt, and a shield.
No gold?
No gold. And yes, you heard it from this wall.
Yeah.
Wait, over on the other side?
Well, no, it's this
Oh,
wall,
you said
that
the
whole
other
wall.
first. Oh, okay.
It's the wall that you heard it on.
I'll take his spear, just in case.
Okay, you want to take a spear?
Yes.
I want to investigate the wall.
Go ahead.
15.
All right. There is a door on this wall.
Oh, wow.
I didn't mean to do that. As you press it open,
That's
light
bright.
floods into the room. Daylight.
Nightlight is brighter than you out there.
Drago
That's the sun.
can barely see it because he's not in the room.
Oh no.
There we go.
Daylight.
It's actually the way out.
Do you
That
guys
or it's like,
agree-
you know, a fiery furnace or something. We're all gonna die.
Do you guys agree that we should
Wouldn't that be
actually
funny?
head out and then try to make our way back here to find the ceiling pillar that we need at some point? Because we're also exhausted and apparently we're not very well prepared for here.
I am very excited not to be here, so that works for me.
Is that what you guys want to do?
That's assuming that is the sun, but sure. We'll go.
All right. As you step through the door, you are outside.
And Cedar Heart's there.
I will fix that because I was expecting him to be here today.
That's funny.
The Fedor spit him out, but then grabbed him again. Like, this isn't your time.
Yoink.
That'd be funny.
You can hear the sound of running water, and that feeling of being watched grows ever stronger as you step out.
Oh,
That
She
would've been
classed.
so cute.
she classed.
I want to fly up. To get a better view of the area, I want to fly up.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull you over the river really quick.
Sure.
And we'll just say that you are up. So this way you can see what is beyond. And there is a pool that looks somewhat like an eye. And in the center of this pool, there is a creature. You've seen something similar before, Hina, but not quite like this. Actually, let me go ahead and pull up that artwork so I can show. Not that everybody else can see it yet, but view character artwork and show players.
This is not the way out.
What do you see?
The master, as they call it.
Okay. So, judging by your face, on a scale of 1 to very in trouble,
Oh, I think
Scale
we
of 1
lost.
to what?
on a scale of 1 to very in trouble, how much in trouble?
13.
Oh, that's not good.
Ooh, CR13.
I'm not. What?
Beholders are CR13.
Are they really?
Yes, they are. In their lairs, they're 14.
This is an ancient beholder, too.
Okay, well, okay, fine. That's fine.
So we're
It's
screwed.
just funny
That's what I'm hearing.
that you said 13, which was just It was funny because that's their CR.
You know, that explains a lot, actually.
I'm glad it makes sense to at least one of us.
That's the thing from the weird puzzle, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
And that also checks out because there's a Narakila statue here.
A what statue?
Oh,
You
Celia's
don't know who
never.
that is? No, Hannah's the only one who knows. Everyone else who knows isn't here. Oh, never mind. Just me then. I'll put it this way. You know the force we're trying to stop? We're trying to reseal?
Yes.
A statue of her father.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like the evil version of the Sky Queen. My brother's calling me.
Aw.
That's not good. If this
Whoa.
isn't the way out, I don't know where we can actually go.
It seems somehow everywhere I go, trouble finds me. Nothing new. Mm. What's the chances we could just make a run for it?
We don't know where we'd be running to. Or if there's even a way we can run.
Well, we cannot go back, yes?
Is the door still open?
Yeah.
We
Oh,
could technically go back. If it really came
Yeah.
down to it, we could make our way back to the tunnel and go back to the other town. We can't find any other way.
if we go back under tunnel, he may just follow, no?
How loud are you guys
Friend?
talking?
Very quietly.
I
Very,
figured.
very quiet because he hasn't said anything yet.
Yes. I assumed that you guys were trying to be relatively quiet. I would like for everyone to roll a stealth check, please. I will roll for Hina.
Can I get advantage because I haven't said anything yet?
Sure.
Nice.
I got a crit.
Well, that was good.
Did we run advantage or normal?
You were talking, so normal.
Well, that was good. That I had advantage.
Nice.
Zelia, you rolled a sleight of hand check.
Gosh, I still got a
Well,
20.
If it's the,
It would be
is
hot.
it the
Look,
same?
You pickpocketed the words.
It's literally the same exact. It's
Modifier?
If it's the same modifier, then
Then yeah, that's
it's
fine.
the same
I'll
exact
still
modifier.
take it. But I was like, wait, that's not stealth.
They're right
No,
next to each other.
They are.
She's just grabbing the words from the air and using sign language very, very quickly.
It could have been great because like, say if he was talking really quietly, it could have just been
Mm-hmm.
like covering the mouth really fast.
Yeah, this is fair that Hina technically has the lowest because she's the one who's done the most talking. So,
True.
I just need to roll. Yeah. Oof.
of course, beholders have an insanely high perception check
Uh-huh.
because they're proficient in them. Actually, I think they have expertise.
They do have expertise in perception.
Don't like that reaction.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Really, probably not good being here. As much as I would really like to punch whatever this thing is in the face, I highly doubt that's going to go very well.
Can we very quietly motion towards the door?
Yeah.
Okay. Just gonna slowly point towards the door, put my finger on my face.
Okay, so you guys are going back into the fortress?
We are in a planning stage. I have no idea what the decision of the group is.
Are we going back into the lair, yes or no?
Oh, we're killing it.
Yes, but the question is now or later. Steph's mic doesn't want to turn back on. There we go.
Oh my god, I actually did decent on stealth. Crazy.
Because I rolled it for you, darling.
Oh yeah?
Let's see what you would have rolled.
I'm gonna take yours either way, but... Oh, I rolled better.
Ooh.
Nice, there you go.
You can't see me, I'm flying!
It's funny because it definitely knows that at least one of you is there.
Oh. Oh no.
Probably Hina because she had the lowest out of all of us.
She and Drago had the same.
Also, the...
She also
Oh,
glows
also-
in the dark.
I also flew to a position where I could see it.
Mm-hmm.
So it definitely knows I'm here.
Okay. So we have two options. We either stay here or go back. But if we go back, there could be problem there too. Especially because we just murdered 3 people.
Technically, we've murdered more than 3, but
In most recent memory at that last room.
and also in the prison.
Admit to crimes you want to be accounted for, I suppose.
It's only us right here. And the thing.
The thing that is listening.
I want to do something, but I'm gonna text it to you quick.
Okay.
Is it the check I think it is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ugh, 14.
Silence.
Of course.
Would someone please roll me a
Okay. I
d10?
have another question.
Oh, I want to roll
Someone
it.
else roll it. I have another question.
Damn it. Not even an interesting number.
Yeah, it doesn't all look good.
Cool. Demian, could you please give me a wisdom saving throw?
Ah, right.
By the way, for those wondering, this is an eye.
Ah, dang it. He's more unavailable.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
Oh, awesome.
Whoa.
I don't like that I can see him now.
And Demian, you are overcome with fear as you lock eyes with this thing, and one of its eye stalks just locks on you, and you are just overcome
Oh.
with fear.
Oh.
You cannot move closer to this creature.
Oh.
I also have to give you the
Oh.
frightened condition. Which means I just need to zoom
Question.
way in. Yes.
Is its central eye open currently?
It is.
Is it looking directly at us?
It is not.
Oh, okay. Where's its central eye looking? So we know for reference.
It's looking off this direction.
Okay.
That hurts.
But it does not seem to move closer.
What's the game plan?
I've got nothing from higher beings, meaning. How's everyone feeling?
I do not feel great.
Everyone
I think
else?
it is time to go.
Everyone else?
I am fine.
Time to go.
I mean, I'm so exhausted. We don't know how is it exactly to go against this thing. If we try to leave, we might have a chance to better, have a better plan to go against this.
Hang on. Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Out of everyone here, I have probably some of the most reasons to want to see that thing dead. And everything. At least because of its group. Not because of it itself. But we need to better plan on how to face it. And there's not that many of us. If we had some of the others here, it would be a different story.
So are you guys going back inside or are you going to stand and fight?
I would personally like to go back inside.
I'm going back inside. This
I
is
mean,
no bueno.
wisdom would dictate to return. Mostly because an open area like this serves its advantage better than our own. So I'm going to retreat, but as one retreats from a black bear, where I keep my front
Facing
Well, no,
it.
I keep my front facing it. I don't.
You don't turn your back on it.
No.
So the rest
Okay.
of the party seems to be retreating. Hina, are you retreating?
I'm very conflicted.
So I'll say that the rest of them start to pull back, and Zelia and Drago, especially because you two have been traveling with Hina the longest. You do notice that Hina is just kind of standing there staring at it.
Can I try to gently place a hand on her shoulder? We'll come back. I promise.
I just think we should at least step inside the door.
Now is not a good place to die.
We still need the
I never
ceiling
told you to
pillar.
stay back. Fine, fine.
Seeing the rest of you retreating
I'll
back
back up like
inside,
Drago.
it does seem to move out of the line of sight.
The earth hurt.
Ow. Cough was loud.
Oh, sorry. I just had over half my health points disappear, so.
What? What does that even mean? Well, you do look really bloody. Are you okay?
No. No. Not really.
Celia's just pacing back and forth.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 28, he's at an 11. He rolled really badly on.
28
Yeah,
HP?
he rolled really badly on health.
Oof.
Here,
But-
have 20 HP.
Hey, it makes for some fun time.
Fun, perhaps,
No,
if you are not
no,
getting
hold on, not
snack.
20. Not 20. That doesn't make sense. Have 15.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you know anything else about beholders from, eons ago?
Do I?
Roll history.
And while I'm doing that, Steve, she just said eons ago. I rolled a character.
Most
What
the
is
most-
Nightlight?
How old is Nightlight? Is what is asked.
I'll look at Hina. Do you
Depends
want
on what you mean.
I'll
Hina,
text you the
would
answer.
you like us to try to open the door for us to be able to tell him, or do you want us to wait till later? And she motions around to where they are. Because it feels like we're being watched constantly.
Perhaps this is not a place to divulge secrets, but I am getting get concerned.
Or that thing might actually know me.
Know you?
Hmm?
Know you?
Would it know
Is that
you?
normal or other? Would it know you? Maybe.
No. I mean, it's how you see it in common. Oh, it knows you like friend or not.
No.
She was indicating how time-wise.
It has to be odd, so that is
Exactly.
concerning.
What's concerning? It? Me? Something else?
Did you get my
Lots
text?
of things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything's pretty correct.
I'm just like gonna hide in this corner right here.
So basically, Steve, what your frightened condition means is that you just can't go back through that door willingly.
Yep, sounds about right to me.
So we drag you. Got it.
Frick, no, you ain't dragging
Well,
me
if we're
anywhere.
going-
Not with that thing.
Technically, you do
Like
get to
that
make
is-
another check.
I do.
Because
Is
it would
that
be,
wisdom save?
yeah, so it basically, it's every, 6 seconds, you can make the check.
Oh,
Alright, you are no longer frightened.
Well, that was nice.
So basically, as soon as you're,
out on a 4 for way too long.
yeah, as soon as you got out of sight of it, Nemian, you felt so much better.
Damien. But yes, that's good. Oh. I do not like the bright glowing light. Everybody said to walk towards it.
He didn't know who was going to be there.
No, it is a phrase, I think. Go towards light.
Potentially? The question is, what do we do?
True.
I would suggest leaving and never coming back to this place.
Well, we have to
Well,
come.
we have things to do here. So,
We have. The vault probably has a ceiling pillar. We haven't seen it anywhere else that we're aware of. To the very least, we have to go there before leaving. If we're
can I
If
stack the bodies in the corner, please?
Can you what?
stack the bodies in the corner. I don't like that they're just in the middle of the room.
Can I ask
Thank you.
question?
To who?
To group. The bodies, they do
Okay.
not have eyes.
Yes.
Is it because there is big scary thing out there?
Probably.
So if we could not see it, could it see us?
Most definitely.
It is woman.
Well, think about it. Another thing, from what we can gather with everyone here, everyone says that no one sees the master, except for the one who's in charge here, apparently. And for
Who is
her,
that?
it seems like yes, but for her, it seems like she only saw him by chance. So he obviously keeps his presence well concealed.
Perhaps it is method of cruelty. But if we convince other guards to go and check it out, because Master has summoned them, there would be no more guards.
I think it would know which beings are loyal and which ones aren't.
Are we sure?
Fairly certain. They're not stupid.
What if no one has seen it?
They know their master's out there, though. And knowing
Knowing
they
is half the
serve-
battle.
knowing who they serve, appearances don't matter.
I will take your word for it. I am no.
I'd like to peek my head into side of room 29 while we're all talking.
Sure, there is a large well in the middle of this room.
I don't like that. Can I throw like a set of like rations or something? I might have something that's like not as valuable on me.
I could hand you a spear. I took it from a guard.
There's also
I
other
mean,
spheres and stuff that the other guards had.
I was about to say, can I pick up one? Yeah, I'll just grab one of the other guard spears because I don't want to take yours.
Sure.
Can I just like throw it in there to see if
Something comes out of it? Yeah. You hear it hit the wall, clunk, 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 and then splash as it hits the water below.
gonna slowly walk in and look down the well.
You can see the spear in the water.
So this one's actually water.
This is actually water,
Not a black pudding.
not a black pudding.
I was so ready.
Oh. I think I found the fresh water source.
Well, that's good.
Didn't we already find one of those?
We found a black pudding. Or a
What?
pudding. No, we found an ooze thingy mabobber.
But we refilled our water skins already.
In the kitchen.
In the
Yeah.
in the actual kitchen. Not the well. We had asked the servants. I'm not saying we have to fill our stuff, I'm just saying I found the source.
Yeah, the only other thing in this room is there are like lots of buckets and containers.
It seems like there's a path down that way. Do we want to look around a bit more and while we try to figure out what we're doing? Maybe see if we can find another vault entrance in the process?
It beats dying.
Sure.
True.
I just figured it would be a good idea while we think.
Come on, Drago.
Oh.
Zelia.
Nope. That is the measurement.
Zelia, this room is full of like barrels of water. Like they have stored fresh water from the well.
And a guard.
Yes, there is a guard standing there.
Does he pay any fine to us?
Just standing guard.
Can I listen at this door?
That is actually not a door. That is a well, I mean, it is a door, but it's like a prison cell door. So it's actually you
Oh.
can see through it.
Oh,
Which
can I look
I
in?
will actually do that for you.
Oh. A bunch of people.
Prisoners.
I'm gonna like glance back at the guard. I'm going to assume that you're not actually watching the prisoners with where you're standing.
No.
The vault.
Yes.
I assumed as much.
Are you guarding the only entrance to the vault?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Thank you.
What a weird question.
So who are these prisoners?
I don't know.
Wasn't sure if you might have known out of curiosity, boredom.
No, the warden's in there. You can ask them.
But the warden's a bear.
Is this also like a prison door, or is that
Yes.
like a locked door?
No, that's a prison door.
Right.
Which I will just open it up so you guys can see through it. Just so you know that they are locked.
Same
Yeah.
room.
It
just
is,
for a different
okay.
angle.
I'm gonna quickly flip over here so I can kind of better clear it.
This room seems to have once been a ballroom of sorts. Like there is a dance floor.
Another guard.
Just standing there.
Are you also guarding the only entrance to the vault?
What do you mean, also?
You would be the fourth one if you said yes.
Yes, I'm guarding the vault.
Cool.
Can I try to motion one of the prisoners over here?
They are chained to the wall, so you can try all you want. They can't come to you.
Oh, they're chained to the wall. That's mega unfortunate.
Oh, there's no guard over here. Can I listen up to this door?
Drago, are you keeping up? Or are you just standing there staring?
Standing there staring. Just kidding.
They all... Yeah, they went up through that way.
Yes, yes.
I'm just internal, like I feel like we've nearly cleared off most of them.
You have. There's not that many rooms that you haven't been through now.
Actually, it doesn't make sense to go that way.
I mean,
language
nobody
were you
speaks that.
I do.
What did he say then?
He whispered to me, so it's private.
Well, he didn't whisper it well enough because I see it.
I'd like to listen at
go
this
somewhere.
door. I apparently cannot listen at this door.
You're trying to listen, but then you're distracted by the fact that your new buddy that wears the mask is whispering in some sort of freaky, creepy language. And knowing that you know Infernal, that is a really unsettling feeling for you, Zelia.
But Drago's responding, so you can only assume it's draconic.
Keen, if you want to listen to this door, I can't.
Hey, Dumb and Dumber. Shh.
Hmm?
Ooh.
Nice.
I don't actually feel that way, by the way.
You hear soft snoring inside.
Do I want
Something's
to
sleeping in there.
I can try to carefully open the door. Can I
I'll
sneak?
back up and be ready right behind her.
Okay.
I'll try to actually hit the sneak and not sleight of hand first.
Good stealth roll.
Damn.
It hasn't come
Like,
through
they
for
get
me yet.
disadvantage because they're sleeping. It's not great.
Cool. It still hasn't come
12.
through for me.
It's a 12.
Okay. So 12, and you're going to try and open the door?
Mhm.
Come on, open. Open! Hold on. Foundry is freaking out. I am going to have to reload because nothing's working.
Oh no.
But basically, you open the door, and this is a bedroom, and there is a man face down in the pillows, which is the only reason it's soft, because it is being muffled
not
by the
expect-
bed, as he is snoring. There's all sorts of various, I will call them instruments, but they are not of the musical variety. Scattered around the room, there are whips and pokers and other various such tools, shall we call them.
He's one of those.
Has it been an hour?
Yes, it has been an hour.
Dang, I'm walking again.
I look back to Hina and kind of like mouth. Like, should I like try to wake him up, but like, I don't know, hold a dagger to his throat? He has a room to himself.
If I close this door, I won't see it. I'll be listening though.
I mean, look at where we're at. So, and then she just like slowly closes the door, unless one of the guys wants to also come in.
Well, I can't currently see the map, so you're going to have to tell me what's going on.
Oh, his sand.
We got Steve in here too. Steve, you should probably sneak if you're trying to sneak.
This guy is sawing wood in his sleep, so I don't know that stealthing is necessarily needed, just to be completely honest.
There, I'm going to pull out
What
my
if I rolled
dagger
a
and
one
hold it
and has
to
a negative modifier?
and
Oh no.
go to roll him over so she can like hold a dagger to his throat and wake him up. Then try to put her hand over his mouth
Okay.
so he can't like scream upon waking
Well,
up.
his face down, so you're like wedging your hand under the pillow too.
Yeah, like well, originally she was just gonna try like roll him over, but that also would work.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're just kind of
Never mind.
yanking the head up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
yanking him up
definitely
with the
awake
dagger.
and like sputtering and
None of that. If I remove my hand, are you going to try to scream? I can just as easily slice your throat in the process. Good. So she's going to slowly remove her hand from his mouth, and she'll pull her dagger away just enough that he can like shift a little bit, so she doesn't have to like hold him up, basically.
okay. He's
You're going to tell me who you are and if you serve the master willingly.
wyvern trainer.
And no, this is
Wyvern trainer.
so that's your little beastie down there. You didn't answer my question though. Do you serve the monster willingly?
Pays. I did need the money. It's not like I am his friend.
I don't think anyone's his friend.
Probably not.
Secretly, Drago is his friend.
Oh, that would be horrible.
Surprise!
If you can keep your lips sealed about our presence here, then there's no need to kill you.
I just want to take a nap.
She'll pull
Wait.
back a little bit more, but her blade is still very much present.
Wait. Can you say it one more time?
Just want to take a nap.
I feel so bad.
Is he a lottery?
He is from Lotirol, yes.
He's his friend.
Oh, Oh, friend, please, please. Please, do not mind my scabby friend.
We're from the same country.
She is, as you say, very anxious.
I am not anxious.
When you
I
find
don't
a
know.
For
fellow,
scaring the guard with a knife. Give him a moment. It's okay. It's okay. Please. Please.
well,
Just
all
tell
of
us what we need to know, and you could go back to sleep.
Okay.
You have questions, so proceed.
I suppose being the Wyvern trainer, is a particular purpose that the master has for having one that you're aware of.
As far as I know, to eat people.
I mean, that makes sense.
Had a very nice stack of a guard earlier.
Unfortunate, but happens.
Another day on Lotteral, yes?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
glad
right,
you'll
right, right.
find this amusing.
The longer that you have lived in the unclaimed woods, it becomes every day.
That is not encouraging. Can I take nap now?
Not yet, not yet.
Is there anything else you know of the particular operations here? Or any other officers that are present?
Нет,
Outside of the one who's the main.
нет.
She said the
Good.
Russian thing.
Mhm.
Go back to your naps now.
Oh, wait, one more question. If you don't mind. Lottery to lottery. How did you train this wyvern? Does he have sigil or phrase he appreciates?
Uh, your favorite snack?
If he ever snack, what is he ever snack?
Ovok.
Lovok?
Ovok bull meat.
Lovok Blomit. Do you know where we could find some?
Not on this continent.
Ugh. Okay. Enjoy nap.
Mm. Mm.
Just gonna toss the poor man in a gold for his troubles and leave.
All right.
That is more than I've ever seen in life. Not bad.
I can.
Meanwhile,
Oh.
Drago and Hina, who are outside, you ever wonder if our friends are a little violent?
Wonder. I closed the door so I didn't have to witness anything.
Nothing
Oh.
happened. But we
I
learned
thought-
wyverns have favorite snack.
I thought we were closing the door so that they wouldn't hear us because we're loud.
Oh, totally my bad.
I was also closing the door so if anything happened, the sound would be muffled.
It's the Wyvern trainer.
See. Okay. Neat.
I don't know anything particularly important.
Hmm. Do you need to reload it, DJ?
I am
Does she not like
trying.
weapons?
It won't let me back
Um.
in. It won't even load like the Forge website.
Oh no. That's not good.
No, it's not. I don't know what's going on.
Do you think we should all leave?
Maybe? I don't know.
All right, everyone out.
What browser are you
Alright.
using?
I'm using
Ow.
Firefox.
Okay. Did you close out the whatchamacallit? Like,
John,
did you actually reset
right here.
and can the
How do I leave? Back to the forge.
Now that everyone's out.
We'll see. Oh, well, the Forge website will download.
Oh.
Just trying to see if it will actually load the game. Or if I'm gonna have to actually, like, stop it and restart it. But either way, you guys can keep talking.
Well, hey.
I know we
Hello.
technically started to move up. Me and Tina technically started to move up to room 34.
Would you like me to
You
just
can see
pause the
across the
recording
hallway.
and... I can pause the recording too.
Yeah, you can do that.
Alright. Okay. We are back on, and I think I got it figured out now. I'm just going to leave my camera off. We should be good. So, where were we?
The pit of
Chambers,
despair.
room, and Tina and I just started to like head back up to room 34.
Okay, so room 34 is filled with dried meat and more of those same kind of utensils and tools and instruments that you saw in the Wyvern Trainer's room.
Can we investigate to see what kind of meat it is?
Sure.
I'm concerned now.
Well, just remember. Oh.
Wow.
Hina, you have no clue what kind of meat this is.
I feel like Hina's just like,
hate
I don't
everything.
want to know.
Oh, I need to-
Huh? I think I did okay.
My dice hate me.
Alright.
Does a 22 hit? Yeah.
Yes, 22 hits the meat. It explodes.
Frick yeah.
This is human meat.
Oh,
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
so goodness.
Well-
it is not elf. Bad news, it is people.
Well, here's the thing, though, guys. None of us are human.
Wait.
Hina is an ASMR. You're an elf. Celia is a tiefling, and I am a dragonborn. None of us are
Look-
humans.
I feel like it's
I
still
think you
classified as
just-
cannibalism though.
Definitely
Actually-
just dropped a truth bomb on me there, because I don't think I would have
Actually-
known that yet.
Actually, it's not cannibalism, because cannibalism is specifically eating.
Are you
your
saying
own
this
species.
in or out of character?
No, this is out of character, obviously.
I was gonna say, because there's no way I would know what she is yet.
No, I know that. No, I was saying, just as a, because everyone was like, "Oh, gross,
I'm-
it's human meat." It's just like, well,
Also, 3 of us are half human. Genius.
Wait, what?
half. Well, because an ASMR is a half human, a tiefling is a half human, and you're a half elf, which is half.
No,
I-
no.
No, the
He's a full elf.
Dragonborn.
Dragonborns are half human, half
Oh.
dragon in this world.
Okay, sorry.
Oh.
So I guess I'm the other half.
Anyway,
Yeah, remember how we
I
kept
want to listen
asking
at the
how you're-
store.
Alright, go ahead. Roll perception.
Oh my god.
She had well, it hasn't been that long since the last perception roll. She had really high.
What was your last perception roll?
Like a 20 or something.
Oh, either way, doesn't really matter. You hear nothing on the other side.
Roll open the door because I'm upset. Kidding. That's not what's happening.
Don't mind your sneaky friend.
Like peeking around. Moving
Fair
slowly.
enough.
Of course, I'm not subtle.
Nope.
Freaking glow in the dark.
Yeah.
I like to think I am pretty subtle.
Aren't your eyes glowing?
For the most part.
There is a
Usually
guard
not
down that one hallway, but they are just kind of leaning against the door.
Stabby friend, now is your chance, an opportunity.
Did you just say that in front of him?
He can't hear me. He's leaning against the wall.
I love that evidently turns off his ears.
Yes.
Drago, where are you?
Can I
That's
like
a
look
good
at the guard and be like,
I
so
am
what are you
wandering
guarding?
through the void.
Doesn't seem
Clearly.
like you're doing a very
Going the
good
wrong
job of it.
direction, too.
What, did we explore that whole way down there?
No, but the rest of the party went the
Oh,
other
we're
direction.
here.
Wow, that seems
Splitting
silly.
the party always goes well.
I mean, if anyone would be fine with being split from the party, it would probably be Drago, only because he's tanky enough to run away and not immediately die.
Valid, actually.
Cannot relate.
What am I then?
Well, because if I'm raging, I take half damage from most physical damage.
I get that I don't have it right now, but most of the time I can just fly out of people's range.
Well, I said specifically tanky. That part.
You said specifically that if they were off on their own, they could survive.
I guess that's true. You can survive too, because you can fly. Unless we're in a 10-foot tall hallway, in which case flying doesn't help as much as one would hope.
You hear a loud roar from somewhere nearby.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry, that was my
I had
stomach.
tried asking the guard what he was guarding because he didn't seem like he was doing a very good job of it.
You just approach the guard, or you call out to him?
Call out to him.
Hey, guard.
The guy just kind of turns. What do you want?
Well, if you were listening, I asked what you were guarding because it didn't seem like you were doing a very good job of it.
Sorry, I couldn't hear anything over that beast roaring. It's one of the master's pets.
I know it's not the wyvern because that's down another hallway.
No, this is a chimera.
Do I know what that is?
Let's say it.
Does he even know what it is? Go ahead and roll history. Everybody can see if you know what a chimera is.
History.
Apparently they are ancient.
Don't worry, guys, I got this. Yeah.
Okay. So, Hina, it's funny because for you, what you know of chimeras is different than everybody else.
Oh, fun.
Everybody else, well, Zelia and Demian, actually, they've heard of chimeras. Zelia even vaguely knows what one is supposed to look like. She's seen, like, a drawing of them. Hina, for you, it's strange because you remember hearing the wizards of your day talk about trying to make chimeras. They didn't exist yet, but there were actively people trying to create such monsters
Damn.
as weapons of war.
Huh.
But you're the only one who knows that, of course.
You know, have I ever heard about chimeras? Is there like a peephole or something? Would we be able to look?
You want to go in there?
I asked if there was a peephole to be able to look.
If it's
don't have a-
within range. It's a rather large pen, and there's, like, little hallways for people to duck into that it can't follow.
I mean, fair.
You're welcome to come look.
Alright, she will move over towards the door so she can try to look.
Here, and I can actually just look it up, and then I can show it to you. Chimera. View character artwork. Show players.
looks like a chimera.
He looks like big scary cat.
With a scorpion tail.
And dragon's wings.
That- Does anybody else notice that it actually fires sparks in the water? Mildly concerning.
I wonder how they got it in there, being that it's set up so that I can't go down the hallways.
The other walls were built after.
That makes more sense.
There's also magic that could easily get the thing out of there.
Should move around the
This is true, but I don't know that our wizard would do that.
Can I ask a dumb question?
Sure.
Can I roll an animal handling check? Creature?
To try and what?
Like, try to understand, like, what it's doing?
Sure.
Neat.
You basically want to insight it, but I'll let you roll animal handling.
I appreciate it.
It seems to be just pacing, almost like it's bored.
Board, cat, dragon, scorpion. Nothing of concern.
Do those things reproduce?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm just the card.
They have to. Can't be ancient, right?
Not to my knowledge.
Huh. Okay. Hmm.
So there's a wyvern and there's this. What other kind of creatures does the master keep?
You used to have some weird cats that would walk around. But I think the last of them died.
Is that the things with the weird tails?
I think so, maybe. Your
Because I saw a
definition
body
of weird and my definition of weird is very different.
Oh, okay. There's like there's a dead creature we saw with multiple tails. Whenever we went to go get food earlier. I don't know. Seems semi-cat-like, didn't it? And she like kind of like directs that towards the other people.
Slow cat, like, yes.
AKA for the out of character reference, I was talking about the displacer to the others.
I don't. What are you talking about?
Wasn't there that like the dead body of that one creature we saw a while back, and didn't it look kind of feline to you?
Did it? I don't remember.
Yes. It's the body of the displacer beast.
Yeah,
The Black Panther like thing.
gotcha. I don't remember the description, to be honest with you.
That's what I was trying my best to give random hints. I wonder what happened to them.
It got too close to the wizard and the wizard started experimenting on it.
Ah.
The wizard
That's
is
very
known to do
unfortunate.
that. Okay, in all fairness, we have multiple wizards and I don't know which one does what.
There was one that was very, very particular about his ring marks.
Oh no, that's the
It was when He
pansy.
was scrying. That's the what?
The pansy.
Oh, there must be a story behind that one.
I know that most of the guards like to try and wedgie him.
What you want to call?
So that's why he was trying to act all tough.
It's gonna go bang.
head.
I have blood on my hands.
Do you know anything about the prisoners nearby that the warden was saying?
Well, one of them is one of the Corps soldiers that got a little too close to our operation. I brought that one in 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
Yes. I don't know who the other two are. I only know that one because I personally brought them in.
Understandable. This place is so big, there's so many people here, plus they're all designated for different things too, so it's always...
Yeah, so we tend to rotate positions to keep us all on our toes, so that nobody knows what's going on most of the time.
Except for the ones who guard the vault, apparently.
They're the ones that are rotated the most. They never have any clue what's going on.
Including the fact that there's multiple that guard it.
Yeah, there's, from my understanding, is there are 4 entrances. Only one of them is actually legitimate. And no one knows which one it is because they're always changed out so often.
Curious. Huh. I knew there was multiple and everything, but I didn't know that tidbit. Not like I had a reason to know, but... So how long have you been here for?
With the organization or this specific post?
Both?
This specific post about 2
Boy.
weeks. If my
And the
counting
organization?
has been correct. Time is weird when you're underground. You can't tell how much time is passing. I think it's been 2 weeks there. With the organization, I've been with them as long as I can remember. My father worked for them, his father worked for them. I was basically born into this. So, it's really like I had much of an option.
Do you like working here?
They pay well, and they take care of their own as long as you don't screw up too badly.
That's true.
Do you guys try to take other magical creatures to keep down here too?
Who heck knows? I have no idea. The master has so many weird requests at all times. I mean, my older brother was killed trying to collect some stuff for him.
Oh. Well, that's
Do you know
unfortunate.
what he was trying to collect?
Some trunk.
A trunk?
Yes, it was like a crate of some sort. There was supposed to be a courier shipment headed to somewhere in Volaznian. They were sent to intercept it.
Whoops. Oops.
He killed his brother!
Whoops. Well, maybe if he wasn't such a dick, we wouldn't have killed him.
Damn!
I'm gonna like just kind of sneak off into the corner.
You're fine.
Be like, what kind of group of murder hobos did I end up?
Oh
with?
No, no, no.
Oh, no,
I said
not
Jonathan because it was our other characters.
It was our other characters who did
Oh,
it.
no.
So, no.
That was like the very first thing that they did together.
Yep, that was our session 0.
Murder time.
Yep.
Well,
Nira and
they
Amel.
both killed us,
The-
so...
Yeah, the only reason you guys didn't die is because of who your ancestors frickin' are.
Well, and that would have also been a very anticlimactic way to start a campaign.
Yeah, it
Be
would
like,
have.
and your
Session
characters
0,
died
and you're dead.
in the first 20 minutes of the first session.
You haven't even met their whole
That's
party
not
yet.
even the official session. It's just like the how did you meet each other kind of session.
Oh no.
Yes, that was quite
Of course,
amusing.
Tina remembers this because Nira has told her about it.
Zelia has also heard this story.
has not heard this story.
No.
Poor Drago.
Definitely unfortunate. I mean,
Mm-hmm. But, you know, it is what it is. The master is eclectic. The few soldiers that have seen him are never the same after.
really,
Yeah.
this
He's evidently got hidden rooms all over this place, that he keeps certain special treasures, and things he doesn't want anyone to know about, and yeah.
you mean outside of the actual vault?
Yeah, outside of the actual vault. Nobody knows where it is.
Interesting. I wonder what other kinds of things he might hold here. I mean, it's just. After all, I mean, the different things that people say about the master, including that he is a god. You would think that he would have so many different types of things here.
Right. He's, like, paranoid. Evidently, he used to work for this, like, old master, and he's, like, terrified of this guy coming back. Yet he
Oh.
yet he still evidently has a shrine to the man somewhere here. It's a bit much if you ask me.
I've already found it.
Actually, no, you haven't.
Oh,
dear.
okay, cool. That's even worse.
It's one of the few areas that we haven't gone to yet. Does anyone else want to ask him stuff? This is me out of character asking because I feel like I've been talking a lot. I don't want to hog the conversation. He just seems the most resourceful.
I don't know if I would even have anything to say yet.
Yeah, that's fair.
If you were paid better elsewhere, would you leave?
Don't think they'd let me.
If you had the opportunity.
Maybe?
Fair.
I was just curious. Well, I'll let you get back to your duty then.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I live. Hina's the only one walking away.
I just assumed everyone was following me, so I'm not stopping.
That's valid. I think April might be frozen.
I listened to this mysterious door. Ah, it opened.
That's the prison.
Right. Oh, okay.
Hey, April's back. Hina walked away and left y'all.
Oh, she's down there. That's where she went.
Oh, we maybe
She's
lost
in her
April
own
again.
world right now.
How's
Uh-oh.
this situation going down here?
That is the remains of a person and a bunch of the rats.
Well, I want to kill the rats.
Okay.
Now I can actually hear.
Hey, welcome back. I was like, I think we lost April.
Yeah, it started to go out whenever Hina was talking to the other guard, and so I couldn't hear what your response was to her. And yeah,
Okay, well, basically, Hina finished her questioning and left. So, I'm going to just pull you. Whee.
works for me.
Yeah, teleportation.
Teleportation.
Oh, damn, she made
Whee.
it far.
You've been frozen for a hot minute. Are you going to attack the rats?
Oh, did you actually want me to roll to hit? Because last time you didn't really have me roll. You just said I hit till they died.
Oh, that's fair. We could do that.
Okay.
They are. I'm just going to delete them. But Hina, now that you know who the master of this place is, the rats with the exposed brains make a little bit more sense to you. I love how I
You
can
gotta
hear every
find
time
what
that
we came
bookmark
here
hits your
for,
mic.
And can you?
Yep. It's just a little click, click, click.
Here, it'll live up here. It's because the fan's blowing.
Mm-hmm.
Find what we came for and leave. Had enough of this place.
Well, just from my knowledge, what did you come here for?
It's something called a ceiling pillar. I think it's in the vault.
That explains the rogue.
What?
The tiefling rogue.
How does it explain the rogue?
How does that explain?
You would not bring warhammers to open safe if it could be
See.
opened with pick.
Also, I have never once said my actual occupation. I just like sleeping.
I mean, I saw you stab a lady in the face.
How's the guy in
That's-
the corner doing?
Technically, I
The guy in the corner?
Yeah.
shot them.
He's about the same as when you left him.
Because, like, he was chained up and I healed him a bit and he was resting. Is he still doing the same thing?
Yeah, he's sleeping.
How is she?
My foundry's
She's actually not
restarting.
there.
My stuff's being done.
Oh.
Can actually just take her out.
I'll be back in just a second.
Alrighty. So you guys have not been to room 2, 3, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 45, or 38. 38 is the vault, though. So you know where 38 is. You just haven't been there. Demian and Drago are evidently spellbound by the torture room again.
They are. It's
It's a bad habit.
I'm going to yeet Zelia into this room.
traveling through this maze of life. Difficult.
Add a game. This must have been a pain about to make.
Oh, good lord, the walls were such a pain.
There's no way this is
Yeah, they
an
can keep it
enjoyable
up.
time.
You turn around to, like, ask a question for someone over your shoulder, and you realize that you have no one following you.
Wow.
Ah, there's Demian.
Funny that the one who knows the least about this place is the one keeping up.
I wouldn't
Somebody has to make sure that your light keeps shining.
What was that?
My mom made me peach cobbler.
Nice.
I had to go grab it. She made it as an early birthday present because she can't make what she usually makes for me
Okay.
right now.
You're just tromping through these barracks?
I'm just walking through.
You don't care if you wake anybody up?
I'm not like stomping. I'm just walking.
You're not stealthing is the point.
That's, yep, why would I stealth? It's not like it's gonna do
All
anything.
right. A couple people wake up and a couple yell at you to shut up. A couple people mutter some curses in your direction.
Go back to sleep.
Sorry.
As you
sorry.
open up,
Yeah.
as you open up that door, Hina, the smell of sweet smoke kind of wafts out at you as there are people lounging on those like chaise couches, chaise lounge, whatever they're called, smoking something.
Okay.
It smells a little bit skunky in here.
Hello.
Hi. You want something?
Not particularly. It just smells really good.
If you say so.
Is there a reason you closed the door?
You are back in the training room.
Is this the training room? I thought this was the shower room.
Yes, you are correct. That is the shower. 5 is the training room. I have it reversed. My bad. I can read my own
You're
notes.
fine. That's why I closed the door, because I was like, oh,
Oh, awesome. As you step into the center of this room, there is a glowing pillar. Just in the
there a
middle of
reason
this
I
room.
can't walk in there?
Yeah.
Is there a reason? Oh,
There's a wall.
there's a wall. There's not supposed to be a wall there. Sorry about that. Just delete the wall.
Is that what we need?
This is a massive pillar.
It's so
It is
bright.
bigger than Drago.
I highly doubt it. I wouldn't imagine the thing is something we couldn't get out of here.
Somebody go touch it.
I'm trying to remember. Wasn't it in a chest?
Mm-mm.
Dang it. I'm trying to remember.
It was
what
just
we-
off in a side room.
I am touching it without. Well, I don't know if it's without issue, but I wouldn't even hesitate to touch it.
You put your hand on it. It feels almost kind of like it's slightly vibrating under your fingertips. That kind of like energy pulsing through it.
I have locate object. I could have walked in here. I forgot about that.
Right, so we're using it after this.
I was gonna be like, what can I use to like bring it with me? And then I saw locate object. I was like, oh yeah, could have saved us hours, days, maybe even.
Maybe use it to make sure it's actually this.
Okay, well, sure. I want to locate the ceiling pillar.
It is right next to you.
Great! Yay!
How the heck are we supposed to get this out of here?
You intend to live with Pillar?
We need it. Did we need the whole thing?
I would imagine so.
The frick is setting off fireworks.
I'm just gonna sigh really, really loudly.
I'm just
It'll
gonna
make
step
more sense later.
I'm gonna step over here for a second and ask for someone's wisdom.
Okay.
You know what I mean.
Which one are you asking?
Help. Sky Queen.
Okay. She's going to remind you of a friend that you have that has a portable hole that would be really useful for moving large objects.
man,
I
we
don't-
gotta get
I
Nira.
don't know if the portable hole is big enough. Also, she's not here. You know that.
That is the only thought that comes to your mind.
Azealia, can you reach Nira?
What about?
I need her portable hole to bring the ceiling pillar out of here.
Ah. Go pull out the sending stone and hope it's been a day since I've last used it.
Okay, so what are you trying to say?
Nita found the pillar. Kinda need your portable hole though.
Is that it? Did
Don't
I?
by chance have a way of sending it to us, do you?
Okay. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh no.
Also, anyone within 10 feet of Zelia needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, come
Oh, no.
on.
So I
Is that-
think Drago's the only one that's safe.
Huh, that's not good.
Yeah, of course. One of these days, I'm just gonna drop dead.
Alright, you're all going to take 2 points of psychic damage as the sending stone begins to feed back on a loop.
Oh.
You know that horrible mic feedback noise? Yes. That.
Evil.
What the? Maybe we should head back to the smithy for now. Try to get some rest. See about Ben's trying to contact her.
Yeah, probably. Let's go.
So you guys are going back to the smithy to try and rest.
Well, at least get away from the noise, yeah.
Well, so we can't grab the object.
I hope the people who are sleeping in the barracks cannot hear us. It'll be most upset.
And go a different way. There was a way to cut through in the shower room, just don't look. Maybe. Why can't I open the door? There we go.
Don't look. Don't look. Don't
My
look.
eyes are like
No eye contact.
down.
No eye contact. It's locked. No. Don't leave me trapped in there. That's a squirrel joke. Almost as bad as being surrounded by these horrible fighters.
No, that's not the blacksmith. Blacksmith was this room.
It's George. Hello.
Oh, George.
The blacksmith is like, oh, well, welcome back.
Oh. Oh, we could go use the pathway to one of the vaults up here, where the one guard is.
Can everyone please, hang on, I have to double check what it is. I believe I know what it is. I don't remember the save. I think it's a wisdom saving throw again, actually. Let me just double check.
If it was the saving throws that we rolled while we were resting, yes.
Yes, wisdom saving throws.
Oh, hey! 21!
Nice, nice.
So I don't think...
11.
I don't
Okay.
think locate object lasts that long.
No.
How long does locate object last?
I think it's an hour.
Nice.
Oh no.
Okay, so Zelia, you are frightened. You have this, like, uncanny feeling that you're being watched.
It's up to 10 minutes. So that's probably worn off by now.
Oh, yeah. Definitely gone.
I really hate this place.
Could always be worse, I suppose. But yes, I am ready to leave.
I mean, we can't get the ceiling pillar without portable hole or some other means of getting it. Nobody has a way of shrinking it. So
The smithy's just looking at all of you. It's like, is it a large object?
I didn't realize you were listening. I'm sorry. There is something here that we came for.
I figured.
Yes, it's a large object, and it's in a room that we can't really get it.
And your big lizard friend can't lift it?
No. It's also massive. It's bigger than he is.
And when I tried to contact our one friend, that didn't go very well. Unless there's something in the vault that would help us.
Possibly.
That would require finding the right door, though.
One of the guards did say there was a wizard here who knew how to make things smaller.
Hmm. We could also just say a blacksmith make wheels.
I don't think that's gonna help.
We have to roll it past a lot of people. We want to conceal it.
We haven't been stopped so far.
Yes, but if we're very obviously taking something we shouldn't be, we're gonna be stopped. You're not hearing any of this, by the way.
Right.
Whoa.
You could always try to get into the vault.
Well, we discovered that there's only apparently one true entrance out of the four that there is. I don't think it's the one that I tried getting into earlier.
Don't think so. I don't know.
There is that one that the really crabby guard is guarding. The other two seemed very chill that we ran into later. At least the one
first
to-
one seemed pretty crabby. Like the one in this room.
No, the first one wasn't crabby. He let us try the door.
Yeah, 39 wasn't. 43. No, 43 was the wizard. No, 44 was the wizard. 43 was crabby. 31 was crabby. 33
Actually-
was mega chill.
43 has claimed that she's been in the vault.
But they did say they switched them around. Does she know which entrance she was even standing at?
But if they all think there's only one entrance,
They
then
change
she's
out.
been in it.
They change out who guards the vault, not which entrance they guard.
That other guy was wrong then.
I only know this because I'm here between two entrances, so I see it.
I say we try that one next, though. That one might get a little sticky of a situation because if she's still on watch. I would say that's the next best one to try. What's nearest? But we're probably going to have to deal with her if she's still there.
While we wait, we could always take a nap.
I don't think that's a good idea. I know you're not feeling great, but the master, as they call him, knows we're here.
Yeah, it is fair point.
I'll go try to see if I can quietly see who's guarding.
Okay.
With that, I would like to try to stealth.
Okay. All right.
Not the best roll, but I was going to try to very carefully, see who's guarding.
It is someone you've never seen before.
How observant are they?
They seem bored at their post.
drop my stealth and kind of just like casually walk in
All
with
right.
the armband.
All right.
You look bored.
It's a young woman. She comes to the testing. I mean, yeah. It's like the most boring job here. You just
Oh my God,
stand
Steph.
here.
Sorry.
So what do you normally do? And she's gonna just like casually stand a bit closer, like and just kind of like
Well,
but like
I mean, usually, like, I sit up, like, on the surface at one of their, like, locations and just, like, take code words. But at least then I get to talk to, like, people. This is, like, super boring. But this is my punishment because I almost let the wrong person through and, like, whatever.
that is most unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you have horns. Did you know that?
I
Oh my
also
God,
have a
it is
tail.
Steph.
She's gonna like show off her tail.
That is so freaking cool.
It's literally Tef.
Fine, thank you. I got them from my father.
Neat. My dad didn't give me anything.
That's about all my dad gave me. That and a lot of grief that comes along with it, but
Oh. I'm sorry about your daddy issues.
Oh,
well, at least someone is. So how long do you have to be down here on punishment?
Well, they said I'm on this duty for like a week. And then they're gonna let me like muck something out. I don't know what that means.
Oh, you'd be better off here. If that's the case.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, mucking is like cleaning up, and it's usually really gross things.
Oh. Is it like
So
taking care of like horse poop? Because that's like gross and I just won't do it.
that, or I'd be concerned that it's one of the creatures that the master has.
Like, what creatures?
You don't know about them.
No.
There's a wyvern, there's a chimera. That's the two I know
I
of, at least.
don't even know what those are, so.
A wyvern is basically have you heard the legends about dragons?
Yes. I think? Maybe?
Think something
They're like the
huge
big
and
flying
scary, like-
lizards, right?
Yeah, think something along that line. Could you eat you in one bite?
Well,
And they do
that's
feed people to it.
kind of scary, don't you think?
Yeah, same with the chimera. It's like several different things. Like I'm actually starting to mimic your voice, and I don't mean it.
Every time with
Yes.
this character, anyone talks to her, like her personality, we start talking like her. I did the same thing.
Delia's just like
Norma
getting that
always
rogue
talks like
vibe
that
of-
for her.
Yeah, and the chimera's like several beasts together.
Wait, how does that even work?
I don't know. I did get to look at it earlier. It's kind of cool looking, but I would be worried that.
Do you think they'd let me pet it?
I don't know if you want to, being it has a big stinker for a tail.
Ow. Well, I guess I'll find out.
I guess so. So you said you were guarding one of the entrances before. Was it the one that's before the tunnel, like down this, like from the other town, or?
Oh, no. It's one of like the shops that they move like the weapons through.
Oh, so in Frykar.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been particularly through that entrance before, but
Oh, no. It doesn't connect to this.
well, I know. I figured that much. It didn't. there's multiple bases.
Right. It's just one of like the storehouses where they keep the weapons.
Understandably, can't keep everything all in one place.
Right. But it was like super boring because it was like a paper shop. Like, who needs that much paper that we have to have a whole shop for it?
Well, I mean, if it was a cover, who's going to suspect a paper shop of all things?
That's what they said.
Honestly, like, most people are going to be going in there are like government officials, or not necessarily the officials, but they're servants. And like servants for nobles and really scholarly, nerdy types.
I mean, some of the boys that come through there are really cute though. Like, I won't even lie. They're like the cute nerdy type. And they always get this like cute little blush on their cheeks when they talk to me. It's so cute.
Understandable. Very. Question: being you're stuck guarding the vault and everything, have you tried like? Did you get to see what's inside?
No, I wanted them to, and they just wouldn't show me. I just think that's so rude. Like, how can you expect me to stand out here and guard all of this and not even show me what's inside? Like, come on.
I would be very curious to see what's inside.
Should I do it?
Up to you.
I'm gonna say this casually though.
Okay.
Like, move please.
So the command is move.
Yeah.
That's a natural 2. He just kind of stands aside and just like keeps talking to Zelia. So like Zelia, you are just hearing all about how pleased she is that she could not look inside this vault while Hina just walks past.
That's amazing. I know, it's so unfortunate.
Like,
I mean,
if I had to stand here bored all day, the least you could do is like show me what I'm guarding.
I mean, I could see about opening it.
Do you think you could? That would be so amazing.
Possibly?
Oh my gosh, come. And she starts leading you through. I'm actually just gonna move her so that way you can just go. And yes, it is locked. Oh my gosh, hi! I don't think I ever met you.
No, I just asked you to move.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
My name's Hina, by the way.
It's so
And
nice
while
to
she's
meet
just
you,
go-
Hina.
While she's
Your hair is so
distracted talking
pretty.
to Ina, I'm going to try to casually hide the fact I'm lockpicking.
Okay.
So I might need to stealth on top of sleight of hand. I
Nope,
don't
just
know
sleight of
if you
hand.
want me to do that.
I was gonna say, I could also just be a huge distraction. She's paying way more attention to my hair than anything you're doing.
Does a 26 work on this particular door?
Yes, it does. She's like, oh my gosh, has anyone ever told you your like skin is glowing?
You know, I do get that a lot.
That's just like,
Can I
oh my gosh.
Get it from my
Can I
dad.
try to observe for well actually no, first can I apply my night liner?
Mm-hmm.
And then can I try to observe to see if there's any like traps or anything?
Sure. So go ahead and use the nightliner.
I did just subtract one of the uses of it.
Perfect.
So I have 19.
And then go ahead and roll your perception. While she's doing that, the guard is like, oh my gosh, she got horns and a tail from her dad. You get glowing skin from yours? Like, my dad really needs to step up.
I don't know if I need to actually equip it.
You,
If it actually affects it, or if I just have to
it
add
didn't. You just have to add it. So you got a dirty 20.
Awesome.
You do not see any traps.
I'm gonna casually try to walk in.
Also, not being right on her.
The guard turns over her shoulder. She's like, oh my gosh, you got it open.
Of course.
oh my gosh, look at all this gold. And there is gold everywhere. But there's also weapons and items.
Closing the door.
I'm not trying to.
Let's say you can use the arrow keys if you get stuck under something.
That's nice to know.
Can we try to see if there's any, like, I guess, anything that might seem magical or very...
Roll investigation.
I figured that, like, diamond dust, maybe, even, because we still need more of that, probably.
It's like, can I just use detect magic and see if I find anything magical in here?
Mm-hmm.
What's with me in the dirty 20s today?
All right. So, between the detect magic and the investigation checks, you find several standard weapons. You find a jar that glows with enchantment magic. There is a small bead that also has enchantment magic. There are several rolled up pieces of parchment that glow with magic. There is a rope that glows with enchanted magic. I think those are all the magic items. Then there is a bracelet made of a strange looking metal. There is a box of turquoise animal figurines. There are 4 moss agates, 2 things of amber, a large emerald as well. As well as several thousand of gold coins.
There's so much gold in one place.
Oh yeah, your brain's gonna melt.
I'm assuming
Or
nothing
especially
in this
swimming in the gold
similar
over
to a
here.
portable hole or anything from what we can tell, Grant's wise.
No portable holes.
If I go to touch one of those scrolls, does anything bad happen?
Yes.
Do you touch the scroll?
You have to read it.
I would like to touch a scroll.
You pick it up. It is a scroll.
Okay, I don't know. Like, this guy's paranoid, so I'd like to try to look at the scrolls to see if it's something we can read.
Have you ever seen a spell scroll before, Zelia?
We had some in the party inventory, so I feel like it'd be possible that she would have.
I feel like that was
curiously-
actually in Nira's portable hole though.
Oh, are you sure?
I think so.
Oh wait, no. Beck did pull one out at one point, but I don't think I've ever read them.
Even if you don't, Hina would definitely know what a spell scroll is.
Yep.
Well, I will do the thing of I figured if I didn't recognize it because we have the linguist here,
Mm-hmm.
she would be like, "Hey, do you know what these are?"
Hina, you recognize that there are 4 spell scrolls of different spells.
Do I know of what spells?
If you would like to take 10 minutes to examine them, you would be able to learn what the different spells are.
Sure, I'll do that.
All right, so she is taking time to examine them. What is Drago and Demian besides swimming in the gold pile? What is everybody doing?
Just pocketing some of this gold, don't mind me.
How much gold would you like to take, Demian?
All of it, he says.
No, I
Well,
say all of it.
that's going to be problematic.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take, I don't know, let's say 10 pieces.
Just
Dude,
10.
10?
dude, take more.
There are thousands of gold pieces in this room.
All of us have over 1,000 in our satchels. Don't
on
be
top of other
be
things.
Okay, then let's
Don't be
just
frugal.
Alright, let's go for that 1,000 then.
All right. Because in this room, just for like an above the table purposes, you guys would not be able to count all of this. There are 600,000 copper, 10,000 silver, and 60,000 gold in this room.
I want to pocket as much copper as I can physically fit.
Actually, you said there's silver here.
There is silver.
I will take as much silver as humanly possible.
Okay. The most you can fit on your person is 3,000 of any given coin.
Does that make me encumbered or no?
If you take more than that, you are encumbered.
Then I'll just take the flat 3,000 silver pieces.
it down and make a silver sword.
I was actually planning on putting it into a sock.
Oh,
But that's okay. Works great for werewolves.
So you can take as much as you want of any of the coins.
Okay.
Man, Hawk is gonna come back and y'all are just gonna be like the most loaded people and he's gonna still be broke as a joke.
Oh. So I have to specify I'm taking 2,995 silver pieces. Sorry, I had 5.
Okay.
Once I'm done with these scrolls, I'm gonna pick up 1,000 gold too, because why not?
Fair enough. Drago, are you doing anything?
do I need money, really? I mean, I think I already have quite a bit of money. But, you know, I'll just do the same thing he's doing, and I'm gonna pick up, like... How about this? I'm gonna pick up 1,000 of each gold, each type. So
Okay.
that way it's 3,000. So I'm gonna pick up these 2, and then I'll have 1,005 silver pieces, and I will have 1,009 copper pieces.
Alright.
Perfect.
Alright, Hina, by the time you are done looking at these scrolls, you have a spell scroll of Comprehend Languages, a spell scroll of Identify,
Ooh.
a spell scroll of Mass Healing Word, and a spell scroll of Enlarge Reduce.
Oh, thank God!
You thought I would send you guys into this place without having a way for you to get the thing out?
This one's the ticket.
Yes.
We got it.
And can we grab the other magical items too?
Sure.
Can I just throw them all in the party inventory so you don't have to think about it?
I will absolutely do that.
Thanks.
Yeah, I figured until we get my.
So I will be on a different map until I'm done throwing stuff in the party inventory.
Cool bracelet, please.
I'm going to throw everything into the party inventory.
That works. I will nap that later.
That's it.
Well, do you guys want the standard weapons? Because there is like light crossbows, longbows, long swords, short swords, and short bows.
Imagine needing weapons. Lol.
Imagine needing non-magic weapons. Lol.
No,
I
I
think
think
we're
I'm good with what I got.
How many daggers are in this room?
If I ever find a
Lots.
magic hand crossbow, that's one thing, but
How many daggers can I realistically take?
I would say no more than 3.
Okay, I'll take 3.
Alright.
it would be funny to pull.
Do you need me to add those to your sheet, Drago?
No, I can add.
Perfect.
I
It'd
can
be
add
really
daggers,
funny to
that's
pull that
fine.
like Lord of the Rings meme though.
Grab 3 daggers. Daggers are great.
Tio's
can
gonna
throw
like look. Oh, sorry. And Celia's gonna look back to their guard friend. So satisfied knowing what's in here now?
Yeah, this is amazing. Like, what?
So you can't tell anyone.
Who am I going to tell? Like,
That's fair. There's probably no one that's really gonna patrol.
right.
Well, we probably should lock back up, so.
Alright, I have... and I also just put the ceiling pillar into the party inventory, just because I don't want to forget to do that later.
Okay,
Even though technically you guys haven't got it yet.
that's fine.
It's fair.
We're gonna go get
But
it
we're
now.
gonna go get it.
Alright.
That's by now. Shall we?
Mm-hmm. Celia will wait to close the place back up.
After you.
And then we lock the guard in the vault.
That'd be really funny.
Waiting for the guard.
Right, I gotta have to actually leave, don't I?
Yeah, I'm sure you don't want to be stuck in there.
I guess that's fair. I mean, like, spending the rest of my life surrounded by, like, jewels and gems? Why wouldn't I?
I mean,
It wouldn't feel that long.
I guess. And Drago's just like, bye!
Well, I mean, we're walking back to the thing.
Fair.
So, unless we're...
To say, but I have the spell scroll, so don't get too far.
Well,
God, how did we
I'm
get over
just
there?
moving to that location so that I am there.
Steal such terrible form.
Oh, I made it.
Come on, Hina, move. There. Oh, too close. Clip the wall. God, stop. Uh-oh. I can't. What the heck? I can't. Where is Hina?
Hold on. I got you. You're now in the room with the ceiling pillar.
I can't actually interact with the token at all anymore.
What? You might need to reload.
I want to.
Okay, but basically you are going to use the spell scroll of Enlarge Reduce, yes?
Yes.
And we're going to use it to enlarge the object.
Stop.
And the DM just...
That would accidentally happen, you know?
The DM just slams her head into the wall.
Alright, you have reduced it. It is now in Hina's pocket.
Great. Let's
now
go.
we need to figure out how to get out of here. Or we're just using the tunnel.
The way we came in so we can get our freaking car.
So you guys are just gonna leave?
Yep.
Alright, in that case.
Heading back to where we came from.
Whee!
You come back out.
And when we emerge and we find out it's actually the 3rd month of the year.
Actually, as you guys are exiting the tunnel, I need everyone to roll me a con saving throw.
A con saving throw, and if we fail, we die because we haven't rested. Kidding.
Oh.
17. That's better than I expected.
I'm not feeling good about this.
Don't say that, then you're gonna roll bad. Oh my god.
No, I rolled bad.
Alright, those are,
I
4
have a
failures.
death modifier.
4 failures! Neat.
Yeah, so everybody please take 2 levels of exhaustion.
Oh god.
Interesting that that was a group check.
It's not a group check.
It's not, you all just failed.
Well, sorry, it sounded like
Damn, what was
check.
it?
Like this.
Dumb question.
Alright,
It's
how long has it
probably
been?
it's probably 16 or higher.
I got a 17. So it can't be
Ew.
16.
It was an
either.
18.
Oh,
10
never mind.
days? We were there for 10 days?
Wait, where's exhaustion?
That's not
sorry.
that bad.
I can do it for you, Steve.
Oh, thank you. I have literally no idea where it is.
You're fair. It's in your, it's over where attributes is. If you look underneath where it like has this like resource 1, resource 2, resource 3, underneath that you have your death saves, you have exhaustion and inspiration.
Okay.
So you have 2 levels of exhaustion. Why? There we go.
We need to get some rest. I should also probably try to contact our friends.
Well, actually, it's funny because as you exit Offenlow Tyrol, as soon as you come above ground, Mira gets a random message that you tried to send several days ago and has been hanging in limbo.
Whoops.
Can I
So,
send another one, or does that use that date, our current days?
you would have to try. You have no idea. But yeah, so Nira, basically, you were told that they found the ceiling pillar and they needed your portable hole. Do you have a way to send it to them?
Sorry. I don't know why. You purchase a product and then you have an app to control it, and then there's ads on that app even though you purchased their product.
I hate that.
Well, see,
Zelia's going to try and send another message right away. So what is Zelia
she's
trying to
actually
say?
here. Zelia was gonna be like, "Oh, man, finally out of that tunnel. Got the ceiling pillar. That place is evil. There's a beholder."
So Nira, immediately after hearing, we found the ceiling pillar. We need the portable hole. Do you have a way to send it to us? You get, okay, finally out of that tunnel. We got the pillar. There's also, that place is evil. Also, there's a beholder.
What?
So do you need the portable hole?
Do I technically have enough words I could technically reply back? Is that
It's not-
possible with sending?
I don't think that's
Mm-mm.
possible. I'm waiting for an answer to my question before I continue.
I don't know if I can send a reply.
She cannot.
No, but I'm waiting for DJ to answer
Oh.
the text so I can add more to my message.
Oh.
Ah. That's who you're waiting on.
Mm-hmm.
Because you weren't sure, so do you want them to have taken that course of action?
I said I felt bad, not that I wasn't sure.
Okay, then yeah, actually, then they are at the docks waiting.
Okay.
Not this docks. This docks.
Wait, you did that too fast.
They are over here.
Not
Oh.
which one, but the other one.
Portrait cars?
Yeah, they're not at Port Dracaris.
No. Oh, so
Okay. Okay, so actually, I would redo how that worked. So instead of saying, "Oh, you don't need it now," I would be. Sorry, I'm trying to think of words. Oh my god, you guys are alive. We're on our way to Mall, actually. Meet us at the fort.
I'm assuming she would realize that's Portrait cars.
There's only one port in Mall, so.
Oh right. I'll look to the others then. Apparently Nira and Celebrant are heading to Mall, and we're supposed to meet them at Port Dracaris. I just got a response back from her, and she's happy we're alive. Think after getting a good night's rest, we should probably start heading that way. Or do we want to make camp out on the road after everything we just did?
We need multiple nights' rest.
For once, a city sounds very nice.
Yes, but we're also in a city heavily influenced by the Deku eye.
Well, it beats having to take watches and possibly dying.
That's fair. Let's go get some rest in for a few days and then hit the road. Then we can also catch up our new friend. And what's all going on?
I would appreciate that.
So I'm assuming we're getting room at the inn.
Where's our token?
I think because of the ship, it went away.
Hold on. It's freaking out. Just give me a second.
It's okay.
Where the heck did the token go? There's the token.
It will be nice to see the others again.
There are
Wonder why
more
they-
of you?
Yeah.
There are several more of a party, yes.
Our group is
Cool.
actually huge.
With the amount of trouble you three got in, I thought plus that was enough.
Let's see. There's a gnome. There's the general. There's Nieta. There's Well,
Amel.
the skinny
Demian's
one.
just gonna look at you like totally blankly the whole.
There's a one veteran who died. Didn't they say there was another person who was part of their party that they don't know what happened to them?
The other tiefling?
Yes.
Never met him.
Neither did I. Did get asked questions about him though. Ugh. I am so exhausted.
You guys are going back to the inn, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
All right.
We're going to try to sleep in town.
All right. So you guys go to the inn. And I'll say at this point you become aware of how much time has passed. Oh dear goodness, I didn't mean for that to squeak like that.
At least
Full
it's
sleep.
hit out here.
Do we have any issues getting in rooms?
Nope.
Awesome. I'm assuming we're splitting it up boys and girls like before.
That sounds
Makes more
fair.
sense.
Also, totally barricading our door in our room.
Valid.
She's paranoid. She is paranoid right now.
I'm not used to having others sleep with me. This is no experience.
That's gay.
Is it gay? Or is it practical survival?
All right, so you guys are going to sleep overnight in the inn. You guys can each subtract silver for your room.
No!
It's just one silver.
1
Take
silver
the
per
gold.
person.
Here. I'll pay for 2 silver so that Steve doesn't have to lose.
All right.
There you go. Nice guy.
And then you guys can all take a long rest.
Finally.
I need
It
it.
has been so long for Drago. Because you keep having me
That's
roll
gotta do it long
wisdom
rest.
saves.
Yup.
Okay, so
So-
under hit die on the main page, it says
Mhm.
short rest or long rest.
Oh,
Click
yeah.
long rest.
It's actually S rest or L rest, but yes.
Oh, that's
Also,
so nice.
You
Yeah.
want to change your exhaustion from 2 to 1 because
'Cause
it
it
doesn't
doesn't automatically
automatically
do that.
remove the exhaustion.
I was gonna say,
Yes.
that's kind of weird. Oh, not 21. Oh no.
That you are insta dead.
Exhaustion level 6, you're dead. So if you're at exhaustion level 21, that's insane.
I feel like that would be like there'd be some trickster deity like purposely keeping him alive to make him suffer at that instant.
I've been surviving on coffee for so long.
Average college student.
Wait till I
I'm
introduce.
assuming there is coffee in this place.
There is coffee in my world.
Oh, thank goodness.
Wait till you get introduced to the coffee lock.
Are we gonna stay an extra day or are we going to head out right after?
Well, it would give
Oh, yeah,
Nira
I
and
remember
Celeburn more time to show up in mall if we took an extra day, and we wouldn't be exhausted. So I would say rest
Yeah.
again.
Yep.
It costs
So
more
rest
money,
again, get
but not that
food.
much.
All right, go ahead and
That's so
take
much
another
food.
long rest. So, yep, it's another basically 4 silver overall for the 2 rooms.
I will pay for myself and my big friend.
Oh, how nice of
It's okay. He is.
In the meantime, we can start filling in Demian about all the stuff with our group because we're actually crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah.
I was good to see it. Kind of seems that way.
So,
Nira, do you
diff-
need?
I was gonna
Not
say,
Nira.
does he have any questions to start with? Like, what do you want to know?
Well, let's start with the most obvious. You did not exactly pick a common place to reveal yourselves.
In
I-
the sense of where we came down to the tunnel?
Exactly. All you saw down there, well, we're not exactly good people. But here you come, three troublemakers, looting giant pillar. So, care to explain from ground one?
Should I just come out and say it? Being that your tongue's a bit tied for certain things, or is that one that you can say?
I'm not sure how that one works.
Tongue.
Want me to at least say it out loud? That way it opens the
If you
door.
start it and he has an awareness of it, then it doesn't affect me.
So we're trying to save the world, and that's an item we need. If we're putting it bluntly,
Oh, I could say that.
well, I figured that. To go in further about that, so to explain on that, though, to expound, and this is the part that would probably be a bit more harder for her. So there was a time that the gods walked among us, and there were also people who were bad, who were similar to the gods, who were trying to take over the world and end things.
Demian just blinks and slowly watches you.
Kind of like stealing someone else's homework. If that means anything to you.
Hom. Homwerk.
I'll say with the low T version. Homework.
Still not catching what you're saying.
It's like.
I don't think you went to school.
Sorry that I'm used to everyone.
By an
going to
intelligence
school.
score of 8, I can assure you I did not.
Yeah, sorry I'm from a time where everyone went to school.
I don't.
School.
Studying intensely?
Oh, you mean everyone was
Observing?
wizard?
What?
No?
I always see their faces in books.
You can read?
That's what I want.
It's like work you have to do on your own to like make yourself smarter, I guess.
Yeah. So,
Self-training.
so,
So instead of doing their own work, they tried to steal someone else's.
so gods come down. They steal idea.
No.
You're already wrong. The gods were already here.
Right.
These other beings, like them, came to steal their idea.
But they are not them.
Correct.
Okay. So,
And to stop them, they had to perform. The gods had to perform a ritual. And then to try to not have history repeat itself, the gods left this plane, world, whatever the proper term is. I don't know. And left and tried to erase their existence of ever being here from existence. Well, not them ever being, not them, like they're not who they are from existence, but just the fact that they used to walk here with mortals.
you're suggesting that the gods were here.
I'm not suggesting, I'm saying they are. It's her family.
Seem. Go scratch my head very furiously.
Points to Hina.
Oh, yeah.
And she said that in hopes that it helps open up enough doors for Hina to hopefully be able to talk on her own, because she doesn't like talking about Hina's past for her. But she also doesn't. Yeah.
So, Nightlight, you are literally descended from Divine.
Yes.
And your mission is to save the world by preventing these evil forces from doing same thing again.
Yes.
You can understand why I am both concerned and mildly, I don't want to say doubtful. You know? Intrigued. Is that how you say it? You turn over to Drago. Intrigued? Intrigue? Intrigued?
Intrigue?
Okay. So divine being, and you're just here.
Yeah.
And the pillar comes into it how?
That's one of the items needed for the ritual to seal the evil forces away, as you understand it.
It's a simplified
Do-
version.
Do they have resources to do their thing?
They're gathering them.
How close do you suspect they are?
Probably pretty far.
And
Getting-
your group is on verge of imminent success?
That's the thing. We don't know. We have all the things that the God of Knowledge said we needed. He can't read the whole thing.
Well, we still technically have to get the diamonds ground up to enough. And we don't know for certain the amount of what we needed for certain items.
That's what I'm saying.
Actually, no,
Demian's
don't.
just
We need.
gonna get out of his chair, walk to.
We technically need 2 more ceiling pillars, don't we?
Well, yes, but we have the first one.
Scratch his head. Oh, eres gonna get him in here. Okay. So you'll have essentially grocery things you need without quantity, which. Oh,
It's like when-
divine.
It's like when you drop a list in a puddle and you can only read part of it because it's gone smudged.
Of course. Why would they make it easy? Okay. Is there anything else I should know? Maybe a little background about you?
About who?
Well, all of you.
I mean, we've already kind of told some about Hina.
Well, of course, you said the part that. I mean, I guess you did. You said it in a way that I think I can talk about it. You asked how old I was. I didn't answer you. Because, well, one, once a woman gets to a certain age, you shouldn't ask. But I think once she gets past a certain age, it's fine again. But, you know, over 10,000 seems far enough.
10,000.
Over 10,000.
What? Whatever.
Like I said, she's from around before the dawning.
You can understand why that would be difficult to wrap that around.
I understand.
Trust me, I understand as I feel Drago probably also does, because we weren't a part of the original group when she was found. I thought they were all insane. Especially with where they were going at the time, but I had no choice.
It seems to be a common theme here.
And then we met her father. It was all very insane.
Your father,
Yeah.
Divine?
Yep. Son of the Sky Queen and the Ice Father.
Life and death.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I'm just too amused by that.
Just gonna slowly start scratching my face under that map. Okay. Okay. Say I believe you so far. Uh. So we have Daughter of Divine, and we have Gigantic Lizard. Please, how did you want to?
Hmm?
Are you like descendant of even bigger lizard?
Don't know. Probably. Maybe.
Okay. And please explain to me how you came to know this group
Well,
individuals.
I was walking from that direction, and I point to the east, and was going that way, and I point to the west, and I ran into them.
And without concern, you followed them.
No.
Well, we were going
He
in the
pulled
same
our cart.
direction.
Oh, they made you carry them.
No.
I
He
offered
offered.
to.
Oh, you offered. Okay, that's a different
Yes.
story.
No, no.
Okay.
Yes.
He
So
is a very good
we were
friend.
going in the same direction, and I figured I didn't have anything better to do.
He was a lot
Uh-huh.
faster than a horse.
Okay. In teeth tiefling. Yes.
Yes.
Tiefling. Zelia.
Yes.
How did you end up with this band of adventure?
Met a guy named Beck who was a part of this party previously, before. In a shop, whenever I was trying to look for passage out of the town that I was in, I didn't really have any money at the time, and they were the only ship that was heading out at the time. They were going to Death Island. I thought they were insane, but I kind of needed to get out of there because lovely members of of that group, we were just in their lair. I was oh, like doesn't matter now if I say it and everything. I was contracted to kill one of theirs. You know, the person I was.
Yeah.
Remember how I was asking the quote unquote boss, that lady, before I killed her, about a certain
Administrator.
somebody?
Yes, I
I
remember.
got information from her first. She would have definitely raised the alarm, though. I had to.
Well, I'm not faulting you for killing. It is normal in our line of work.
But I was sent to kill one of theirs. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know his name. I didn't know who he worked for. I did, however, see papers with this symbol on it. And before I got sent flying out of the roof and out of the town from him, he somehow in that exact moment put a brand on me. Thankfully, it's now gone, but it was very troublesome while I was there, from what I've gathered at least.
That
So
must have
I'm
stung.
So, needless to say, I have a slight vendetta against this group.
Okay.
And I would like to deal with them at some point, but obviously we need to get to our friends before that can happen.
I understand. Okay.
Speaking of, I know his name.
Oh. Good.
Unfortunately, he's not anywhere nearby, but
Hmm.
Maybe I'll get lucky and we'll end up in that area at some point and I'll still be there. After all, it's been some time since I tried searching through that special map, and he seems to be in that same location still.
All right.
Did you have any other questions for us?
Only one, but I am shy to ask.
Hmm.
When we first met, I tossed you a small stick statue.
Tell me what it is,
It is
and
a
tell me about
statue.
your.
Made out of sticks.
But obviously, it has meaning to you. I'm curious.
Well, look at it. I'm sure that you recognize the face.
I like to actually pull it out because I haven't actually truly looked at this statue because we've been running for our lives essentially this entire time.
Reasonable.
I muted my mic and I couldn't get it to unmute. Sorry. Yes, it is a jade statue of the Sky Queen.
So you follow the Sky Queen then?
I do,
She'll offer it back.
and I will take it gratefully.
Watching me a cleric this whole time or something like that where he needed a holy symbol and I had it.
Some bad news.
Actually, do you mind if I look at that for a second?
Sure. Here, Конечно.
Did you actually need that? Like,
I wouldn't reveal hidden information like that.
So, this is gonna look weird, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'll take the statue, look at it, kiss the head, and then hand it back.
Everyone shares devotion in their own way. And if
This
it
one's
is
special
a
now.
statue. Okay.
This one's extra special.
Well, if it is, I suppose, an ancestor of yours, I would imagine.
It's my grandmother.
The audacity of the claim would typically not be met well by most.
no, it's definitely her grandmother.
Do I sound like a heretic?
Do I sound like a religious person? I am no priest.
You have a devil spawn confirming what she's saying. I really don't want to get smited by the gods.
I will take your word for it.
You don't have to believe me.
No. But so far, this whole adventure is already, as you say, difficult to believe. Whatever that freaky eye thing was, already hurting my brain.
So why were you in the tunnel?
It was far away. Good place to hide.
Hide from what?
Not everybody is what is word? Is friend at every time. So I run away from where I lived and try to get away from dangerous people.
Mm-hmm.
I have been running. What year is this now?
10,048.
Huh, almost 100 years.
You are
Safe
an
to say, my legs are slightly tired, so having a day of rest is nice, but that's okay. That's
Well, we have a cart.
That's why we came out the way we came in.
I'm just gonna nod my head slowly.
It's a cart.
I
That's
know
probably the most normal thing we said.
it is.
Just not sure
I'm
he
not saying I
believes
don't
you.
understand what a cart is.
I'm not totally dumb, okay? Just 8.
Just nodding slowly at the most normal thing.
You gave me a lot of information to process. So
Uh,
having a cart is a nice little luxury of normalcy.
Yes.
Speaking of, should we start heading on the road to the port?
as long as
can.
it's the correct day to do that.
And while we do, I could show you a card game.
That'd be fun.
Wonderful. Now
But we
just
can't
start-
do anything because our world's narrator's dead.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I was just double checking
Okay.
something on the calendar. Sorry, I was focused.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
are you guys are just gonna head straight to Port Dracaris, right?
Mhm.
All right. Then what I'm going to do is we're going to montage the sucker.
Whee!
Traveling by map! Yay!
Wee.
Nothing ever goes wrong in fast travel.
And we'll just say that y'all are focused and heading out, and nothing crazy happens because you stick to the road.
Sounds good to me.
Oh,
That was the
off
most
by
normal
one.
adventure so far.
When we get closer to the port, I would like to reach out through the sending stone to reach out to Nira to see how long, if they're already at the port, or if it's gonna be a few days, or
Sure. You reach out to Nira by sending stone, and she tells you that because you guys, I'm assuming, are heading into Port Dracaris as you're sending this message,
Mhm.
that they are like 2 days out from the port.
all right, we will get a in-room then.
Do you guys want to do anything in Port Dracaris, or do you just want to go to when Nira gets there? Did I ever?
Can I, like, wander around?
Sure. I don't think you've ever seen the picture for Port Dracaris.
I have
So
not. Just like my character, this is very new to me.
this is Port Dracaris' photo.
Ooh, it's so pretty.
Also, I'll show you all the places that you passed through since we're going to be doing that. So you went through. Well, you actually didn't get to go inside Ederon, so I won't show you that one. Temington.
Okay. I like the lights.
Thank you. You also went through Baliar. Show players.
Ooh, I love that.
Thank you. You also would have stopped in Aurelia.
That's where the unicorn was.
That is where the unicorn was. Of course, now all of these things are covered in snow because it's winter, but
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Okay,
And then you are
I'm
now
currently-
in Port Dracaris.
Is there, like, a monastery there?
In Port Dracaris?
Yes.
Monastery, just like in general.
Yes.
You can look for one. Go ahead and roll perception.
Okay. Perception. Haha, there we go. Right.
Well, if there is a monastery, you don't know where it is.
I could have
Typical.
sworn the blacksmith was there somewhere.
Typical. Is
Where's
this
the
place New
Boston?
Haven? It is basically Boston. Same thing.
Basically, Boston.
You really.
Is there anything that anybody else would like to do in Port Dracaris before Nira and Celebrin arrive?
Probably just restock on supplies off screen.
All right, that's fine. Just subtract. If you're buying rations, it's a copper per day of rations. If there's something else you would need to purchase, let me know, and I can tell you how much to take out of your inventory.
Can I buy gifts for the new people?
You can absolutely buy trinkets and stuff. What kind of trinkets would you like to get them?
That's a good question. How many people are we expecting?
2.
Let's get them a necklace and a signet.
So a necklace and a signet. Just like a typical necklace?
Yep, nothing special.
All right. Go ahead and subtract 2 gold for your gifts. Because we'll say you got a little bit nicer kind.
How much is silver and gold? I'm sorry.
So it's 5 copper to a silver, 10 silver to a gold, 20 gold to a celestium.
All right, and it was 5 silver, or sorry, 5 gold. You said
2 gold.
2 gold says
20 silver.
20.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't major in math for a reason. All right, perfect.
Trust me, Stephanie is always saving me with basic math. Alrighty. 2 days pass. And you guys watch as this very large ship docks at the port.
That
I feel like I'm probably sitting on a
is
barrel.
Valid.
very big.
Good size ship.
I think it's the general's.
Does it have the Loterol flag on it?
It does not.
Nope.
It actually has the Malin symbol on it.
Oh.
Ooh.
This is a Tormal ship. Which,
And being
actually,
the-
Zelia is the only one who would know what the Tormal logo looks like.
Perfect. You seem to recognize the symbol.
Apparently, how do I recognize?
You've seen them engraved on Honey's swords. At a distance, but you've still
So-
seen them.
Oh, so Nero would.
Oh, Nero would absolutely know them, but Nero's not there at the moment.
No, I was just making sure if it was something that whatever. It's fine.
I feel like
I
I'm
need
just
to
kind of
know
like
everything.
flipping a copper coin while watching.
Okay.
Yes, I'm aware.
Zelia, you see the beanpole first. Mostly because he's like a head taller than most of the people coming off of the ship. And he does have an individual with a hood over their head coming with him.
She'll kind of give a wave.
Do
Actually,
they see her?
go ahead and roll.
Wait, actually.
Yep, roll.
Well, Nero rolled a 19.
So Nero
Nero's
sees
the
them.
short one. But the Celebrin. Oh, okay, no. Celebrin rolled a
Good job.
natural 19.
Yep. To which Celebrin gets this big, goofy grin. Actually, I'll just pull up their character artwork. So this is Celebrin, the beanpole.
Okay.
And...
It's like 6'4", 100 pounds.
Yep,
Not 100
beanpole.
pounds, but 6'4" is the correct height.
Yep, and then that is Nira.
Gotcha.
As they
Whenever they get
run towards you guys.
whenever they close enough. What made you guys come back? Oh,
Honestly, it's the fact that we couldn't reach you.
She had tried to get a hold of you guys for like a couple of days, and nothing.
We thought you were dead.
that's probably because of where we were. Like we're not dead, honestly.
So
Also, hi.
you went into that. Oh, hi.
Yeah. Nice to see you guys. I can't believe our first greeting was, why did you guys decide to come back?
It was more so a thing of I knew you were visiting, your mother's homelands. I didn't think you were gonna come here.
We didn't get that far. We got to mine, got to Loterol, and then we couldn't reach you, so we came back.
Oh, so
Who is
sorry.
that?
New friend.
Um,
I'll say his name in Loti. Or
DM
with a
DM
more
me.
Lotine accent.
Pleased to meet you. Please,
Oh my god.
please. Bedarky.
You're from
I'm just gonna hand you.
Loterol. Oh, okay.
Yep. Please take gift. Please, please.
Thank you.
Peace away, you guys were covering.
I figured.
You are Lottie.
Yes.
It is nice to see people from home.
Damien, you do notice that her ears are not pointed.
Ah,
What?
I thought you were from Lottie,
I am.
but no,
Uh,
no,
She is very much
Def-
from Loki.
definitely not from Lottie.
She is.
No.
Why do you
Lottie
say
is.
she's...
Her father's the general.
She's...
oh. Did you live near the border?
Yes.
Yeah?
There are a lot more elves there. That makes sense. I'm further inland.
I'm just gonna stare totally blankly.
You know, Silden has a lot of elves. So there are a lot more elves in Low Tyrol by the border.
This is you speak Lottie.
Da?
You Ты говоришь по-лотти?
Don't actually ask it in Russian. I'm not that good.
Commit to the part, darn it.
Look, I started learning Russian. I'm not that far into it.
It's okay. It's okay. If John pulled Japanese out on me, I'd be too. Okay, so you speak Lottie. You live in Lottie.
I used to.
Used to. You do not look Lottie, but your claws are Lottie.
I don't really look like I belong anywhere.
Yeah. Welcome to the world, I suppose. We will spend more time catching now in blood. Imagine sitting on that thing over here that it's like big kayak ship. Probably most uncomfortable.
I'm not a big fan of boats, so
I
yeah.
think it's men
You both
rooms.
like food?
What?
Food?
Yes, she would like food.
Yes. Okay, please. Back to inn.
Okay.
I have just spent the last several weeks deciphering everything that your father was saying. This is actually going pretty well for me.
I have no idea how I couldn't understand him.
Demi's gonna look at our beloved beanpole. You especially should probably eat something. I am most concerned for you.
What is it with people? I'm an elf. We don't get bulky.
It's a Loki
Trust me, I am aware of how elves work. You are probably the most normal looking I have seen in time, but I am still concerned for you.
I'm just tall. I'm healthy. I promise I'm healthy.
I swear, not one normal person amongst this crew. It's okay. It's okay. We make you something. Please.
But yes, hi. Sorry that I came across as not welcoming, I guess. I was just concerned because I knew you guys were doing important things.
We can return to the things we haven't finished another time. It's not like it's gonna go away. If that makes
suppose
sense.
so. I mean, I guess.
It's not like my family is going to undisown me that fast.
Yeah. What he said. And well, if we don't help save the entire world, there's gonna be no family to come back to, or something like that.
Right.
But we only need 2 more ceiling pillars. So that's a good thing.
Yes.
So what do
How
they
did you
look
get it
like?
out?
Very big.
Actually, I need to double check something about the enlarge reduce spell.
It doesn't last forever.
It doesn't last
Right.
forever, no.
I'm actually just seeing how long it lasts.
No.
Not that long.
It exploded in the end. We just kind of left it.
I feel like we would have probably tried to like hide it on the cart, like in our travels. Like,
Yeah, we would have gotten it on the cart as fast as we possibly could, and then just like.
Well, looking at how long it actually lasts, I'm just gonna retcon and just give you a whole bunch of those scrolls because it only lasts a minute.
Oh, jeez.
Good lord. Okay.
And you had to get it back down that massive tunnel. So I'm just going to retcon and just say that you had plenty of the spell scrolls, just enough to get it out.
I can unironically picture a giant like pillar beam just coming out. I'm sorry, that's not going through. I said I can unironically like a giant pillar just coming out of like a holiday. Just chilling. Probably inconvenient.
I mean, it's about 9 feet tall. Weighs almost 200 pounds.
I mean, honestly, probably not gonna be the easiest thing. But anyway,
honestly speaking, if your portable hole can carry this thing, that'd probably be better because of how much room it's taking up in the cart. It's
Let
not
me
exactly
see.
easy to hide.
Let me see. How big's the diameter?
It is only about 2 feet around. It's like a pole.
Oh, my brain. Oh my god, I asked, and then my brain's like, the portable hole is only 2 feet wide? No, I can get in there. Okay.
Damien is going to take the hands, Nira and Celebrant, and as fast as possible.
Yes?
Inside, it is called. Please eat something.
Okay.
Do not resist.
Okay.
Actually, Demian, did you, like, only get glove, or did you touch, like, part of the skin, too?
Just glove.
Okay.
Well, you're an...
I'm a respectful kidnapper.
Fair enough. You're an oddball.
It wasn't a warm glove when you grabbed it, then.
Your hand is so cold.
Yes.
Please,
Yes,
you
it
must
is.
get inside then. You must be freezing.
It's not gonna help.
Oh,
Poor thing.
boy.
Aw. Poor thing. Did you hear that?
I did.
Well, I'm sure we all have a lot to catch up on. Which you can technically do off screen, but.
So you guys head back to the inn to eat and catch up. So, where do we go from here?
We still need to try to find 2 more ceiling pillars.
We have no idea where they are.
Don't look at me.
We need general spell components.
Well, those are
The
easy to
only
get.
one we were given information about, though, for the ceiling pillar, the only one Volta said anything about was the one in Rykar.
Which, I mean, technically we could go back to the library and use the table again.
He's not gonna let us back in.
He
Fair.
might not let you back in.
You're not going to get back in.
Considering we only got in the first time by a mistake, because he didn't expect me to be here, yeah, we're not getting back in.
Is this Hina or Nira?
It's Hina.
Also
When
light change.
yeah, when it's the light green color light, it's Hina. If it's a purple light, it's Nira.
Oh, that's so convenient. Okay, thank you.
I also do the same thing, but my other character's not around, so.
Okay. See? It's learning in real life too.
We could try bugging him. See if it's what, cons.
I
Celebrin, he is your god. You could just like ask him.
true. Maybe he's not ignoring me anymore.
What?
He did say you were his favorite.
Yeah. True. I'll try. All right. Nira, do you want to get us a room for the night?
Sure. She'll pay for it. Also, Hina took extra money to give it to Nira, so now they both have 1,800 gold.
Okay. Convenient. How many
Hey, it
divines are
worked.
there?
Oh, no. That was specifically for John in reference, or sorry, Drago, in reference to holy cheese balls.
Ah.
There is now one who is claiming to be born from, another who is directly serving one.
He's a cleric, so
Okay. Well, you never know.
True, we have kind of blown Demian's mind recently.
Yes, I'm just
It's a
gonna
common
lean next to the
denominator.
person I trust the most here and just kind of tap Drago on the shoulder. Hey.
Draco knows the least.
And yeah, I still trust him because he's in the boat with me.
Fair enough.
Damn.
About 20 minutes later, Celebrin comes back. He was unhelpful.
Lovely.
He spent most of the time teasing me about the way your family reacted to me.
Yeah, that was something.
Mm-hmm. He just kind of sits back down, pouting.
Huh.
Also, Zelia, you should have seen it. Tavarian was flustered.
What?
Tavarian was so flustered.
How?
He is not the biggest fan of my mother's family, but not biggest fan of like I hate them, but like not biggest fan of I am terrified of them because they blamed me for their daughter's disappearance.
Ah.
And also reverted to childish tendencies in front of them.
Oh.
It was something.
And if only those away could have seen that, that would have been so amusing. See a champion of the gods.
Stammering and flustered. Yeah, it was something.
Well, if I ever see him again, I'm gonna have to hold that over his head, even though I wasn't there.
Okay, but you didn't hear it from me. You heard it from Nira.
What?
He's not gonna hurt you. He will take any excuse to hurt me.
I would never do that to my father.
Yes, you would.
No, I wouldn't. I love my papa.
We'll just say that you talked in your sleep.
Mm. Also, Beck is dead? What the heck?
Oh yeah, what? How did that happen?
The behemoth ate him?
Huh.
Kind of snatched him up and dragged him off, right before while we were tracking down the thing?
Huh.
Yeah, we tried to see if we could catch up to save him. There was no chance. He was already gone.
So nobody's told Mel yet, have we?
We don't have a means to tell him.
He's gonna be ticked off that the
Celebrin, I
behemoth beat
told
him
you
to
you
it.
should have told him.
I should have.
The only people we had a means of telling were you, and I couldn't tell you sooner because I was frozen. For a
You
really
what?
long time, I was frozen. Drago and Hina had to drag me from, forget which port that was.
Champion sport.
Thank you. It was so simple. They had to haul me from Championsport all the way to here, and it apparently took over a month.
Was it the month of Soph?
I really don't remember at this point.
You said for like
Possibly?
a whole month.
Yes?
Were you awake for the new year?
No?
That's why I couldn't reach her then either.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very. I hate the cold. That was not fun. Yeah, literally woke up and we were in Glassheim.
Oh. You went from Championsport to Glassheim completely frozen?
Yes. Apparently, according to the others. Well, I can also confirm that because that's where I woke up, but yes.
To be fair, we didn't really know what else to do, and Drago tried setting her on fire.
It didn't work.
Huh.
My clothes were kind of damaged after that.
What kind of group have I joined? Oh,
No, it's all right, Drago. I would have tried the same thing. In fact, I probably
saved
would have
your butt.
suggested it.
I don't know
would
who
have
you're talking-
tried the same thing.
Yeah, it. We had ran into some vampires. Vampires. I had to say the term right without saying it.
It's vampires.
And what did happen after I got frozen?
Oh, well, Drago unstaked the one. Then
I
we killed
froze.
all of the staked ones, and then the unstaked ones were actually mimics or something. So we killed those two. And then there were. Turns out those were the ones who were in charge mostly, and then the other ones were below them and didn't want to serve this guy whose name was. Oh shoot, I wrote it down. Let me find it. His name was Cavith. It was his treasure. It's also known as the Forgetting, if that means anything. Also, we found a Sky Queen statue there, but we couldn't take it. But then the one guy left is like, well, I'm not loyal to Cavith, so we don't have to keep our word anymore. And then they showed us the treasure, and then we left by boat.
In case you're forgetting stuff out of character, remember the Sky Queen statue. There's something wrong with it.
Yes. I just wasn't.
I wasn't sure if he. Okay, I wasn't sure. That's why I was out of character reminding.
No, that's
I wasn't
fine.
sure if that was purposeful or not.
She wasn't. Yeah, she just wasn't gonna bring it up.
As you say, like, the forgetting, you watch Celebrin's eyes just kind of narrow.
What?
I recognize that name.
Who is he? You do?
Yeah, it's a. I read a book about it back at the library when I was like studying there. It's one of the creepy cults that exists in our world.
Oh, another cult.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, basically you'll know if you're around it because people just start forgetting stuff. Like they forget whole people ever existed.
That's terrifying.
Could they forget? Well, wait. Could they forget they were living or dead?
I guess that's technically possible. I don't know how the specifics work. It was all kind of like folklore.
You know, that would explain a lot too, because none of them really remembered why the vampires were staked like that, and none of them remembered the last time they were awake.
vampires.
Vampirates.
So vampires that were pirates. Yeah. So
Yeah.
they're not limited to the whole vampire thing of they can't move over running water thing. So.
Well, yeah.
I have a
Yeah.
character question. I don't think we told Nira through the Sending Stone about Celebrin's family.
No, you did not.
Oh, Nira, there is something that we need to tell you.
About what?
She'll like motion her closer because she doesn't want Celebrin to hear. So, do you remember the high priest that some of us met back in the Lasnia, the one where, as your father so bluntly put it, the whores are. I'm wording it that way because I can't remember which deity it is.
Fatekeeper.
Fatekeeper.
Thank you. But that's how she's gonna word it anyways.
Did Mira go there? I think she did once.
She did with Beck.
I
I thought Hina went with Beck.
Hina went with Beck, but she did go once, yes.
Had you met the high priestess at all?
Oh, yeah.
High priest.
Diane
High
Pike.
priest. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
I think he's distantly related to Celebrant from what we gathered.
What?
Celebrant's from the same clan. She was trying to whisper it, but I guess
Oh, go ahead and
His
roll his perception.
Perception is massive.
Yeah, he's got a stupid perception. He's got a +9 to perception. His passive perception is a 19.
he's trying to whisper it.
Alright, so then stealth it.
see.
Stealth it. See. Huh.
Try to get it.
Oof.
Oh! I don't know
Well,
if it's gonna be
no.
enough.
26 might be enough.
It is.
It's enough. He didn't hear her.
We were talking with him, and he has golden eyes. I think we remember this correctly. I'm trying to
You
remember
are.
how long ago. He has golden eyes, and so we were inquiring with him. And it came around that it's very, very likely that he's related in some fashion. But the high priest hasn't been in contact with his family for so long, so we were only able to get so far with information, but
Did he recognize Celebrant's name?
DM, did he recognize Celebrant's name?
He did
I
not.
think he did.
I don't think you told him Celebrant's name either.
I think we did.
I don't remember it. I have to go back and look.
I think Hina mentioned it.
Yeah, but I don't think he
He was there,
recognized
too.
it.
Hold on. I have a note about it on my.
I think I do remember him saying that one of his relatives kept changing their name though.
Yes.
One of his brothers, if I'm remembering correctly,
Yes.
continuously changes his name.
And lives in Setrodon.
That's
That's the other part of the note. Okay, just making sure that
yep.
you remember that part.
She will repeat that part. Mhm.
You know, I've said this to him constantly, and he vehemently denies it. Like he has gold in his eyes, like all the other high elves do, right? But like the high elves' eyes are all gold. His just have flecks of gold. But he denies it to the end of the world here that he's part high elf. But if Diane Phi's brother lives in Setrodon, that's huge. Now the question is, did he hear me talking?
Let's find out.
Oh my god, yeah, he did. No, there's no way. I rolled this thing, I rolled a 6. I'm changing my dice again.
And he just looks over. Why are you on this path again? We have discussed this ad nauseum.
Denial is a river somewhere.
What?
I just find it strange that the high priest of the Fate Keeper has a brother who lives the same place that your family's from.
Okay, and?
And he has multiple brothers.
That's
His brothers that live there.
unusual.
And there's not that many high elves out there.
Right.
Apparently the brother that lives there changes his name often. Well, often for high elves at least.
Okay. If you're insinuating that his brother is somehow my father, you are mistaken.
Because he's my grandfather.
Maybe even if he's not your father, it could be related to you.
Okay, well, what's the plan going forward? Where do we want to go from here? Do we want to meet up in a bay with Emel? We could let him know about, Beck dying.
probably not a bad idea. Maybe he somehow has more information. Maybe he has a way of looking into more information about the pillars.
I think it might not be a bad idea. I mean, even if we just get his opinion on things and he doesn't join us again.
Mm-hmm. Also, I hope Star is all right.
I could try and check in on her.
Gosh dang it.
Out of character, I don't know what she's up to.
That's fine.
So,
So basically, what you guys watch as Demian pulls out a bunch of cards and starts playing a traditional Loti card game. Only the issue is, for those of you who know this card game, which I believe would just be Nira, he's doing things upside down.
What are you doing?
Losing my own card game. Again. Why?
I mean, what are you doing with the cards?
Playing? I suppose? You know how to play. Yes?
I think I do, but not with the cards like that.
The cards? Do they not have symbols? They are just normal playing cards.
Do you mind if I...
Want to see them?
No, I want to shuffle them.
Of course.
So I will shuffle the cards the way they're normally supposed to be shuffled and start the game the way I know it's supposed to be started.
Wait. What are you doing? Your cards are upside down.
No, they're not.
Oh, they are.
Why would they be the other way?
That is how they have been played for over 100.
Why would you play the cards that way? That doesn't make sense.
Why are you playing them upside down?
I'm not.
You are. It's actually infuriating.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
you said you've been on the road for over 100 years. Are you sure you aren't misremembering the game?
Oh, trust me. If I forgot, it would catastrophic. It is, as you say, almost national of our city. Very important that they know how to play.
So you play it wrong. Okay.
No. I play it correctly. This is how it has been played since it was founded.
Oh boy.
I know I'm younger than you, but that makes no sense.
I'm gonna step
Have
away
you
and
been
send
making
Mel a
arguments?
message to let him know that we're coming to see him.
Got it.
The more that I have talked to you, the more I am concerned that you're not actually. But it's
I-
okay.
I am from Lotirol.
So you keep saying, but your cards are upside down.
They're literally
Nobody plays
not.
it that way. They are though. Look at them.
Fine, you deal. I just won't play.
It's- Do you not know how to spell the words with the cards?
You don't play the cards that way.
They have literally always been played that way.
It literally has not always been played that way.
If you ask the cards, even they would tell you this is how they are.
But the cards can't tell you. They're cards.
This is such a strange place.
You're telling me.
Demian's just gonna shuffle up the cards very, very, and put it back in the correct order to him. You seriously never seen this?
Not that way. You're doing it wrong.
At this point, I don't know whether to try.
I'm right there with you.
Okay. Okay. See, cards go like this because it spells out the words. And then you match the numbers as such. And that is the winning hands. You are very good already. But if you play it upside down, you can't even read the word.
But you're supposed to play it that way.
No.
I don't want to talk about this game anymore.
Salute yourself.
What I'm doing.
Celebrant comes back after sending his message. Does he get a response? Amel?
Sorrows.
Well, I mean, I feel like that's going to be something that I have to kind of talk with you about for downtime to see like what Emel's been up to.
Yeah, we could absolutely do that, but I
Yeah.
put in your notes what exactly the message said. Does he get an immediate response to that?
Oh, that's there we go. There it is. I have to navigate to find my
You're good.
so there we go. There you go.
Okay.
That's Emel's response.
Nice.
Oh. I see.
Well, anyway.
So he comes back and he's like, alright, I told Amel that we were going to meet him in Abai. So we should probably get some sleep tonight and then tomorrow start heading towards Saray.
Okay.
Sound like a plan?
Yep.
I am not sure how to sleep in this place, but I suppose.
Hopefully in a bed.
Hopefully in your own bed.
Yeah.
As opposed to
Not mine.
not gonna ask. Not gonna ask. Strange place, stranger people.
Okay, Nira, let's go to bed, please.
Mm-hmm. Good night.
That's Vidania.
So you all head off to your rooms for the night. Is there anything anyone wishes to do before the night is over?
Yes, I will DM you.
Okay.
Trying to think if there's anything I need to do.
I feel like we need to like casually ask Celebrant to identify the magical weapons and such. Or the magical items we picked up. Unless
I started to say that and then I stopped. You guys were in the Deku's Eye Fortress?
yeah. We also saw the one they call the Master, the Deku. He's a beholder.
Like that thing.
Yeah, similar looking, a lot scarier in person.
Here, this might mean something to you. Beholders are known to serve the glorious expanse.
wanting to
does-
take over a mall.
That does mean something. Yeah, I saw their war plans. I didn't actually copy down any of the words. I couldn't read it, but here's the picture.
Pulls out a bunch of papers. I might have stole a bunch of ledgers. Or something. I don't know.
So wait a minute. The Dekusai, the leader of the Dekusai, serves the glorious expanse. The leader of Krypathos is second to the Emperor of Maul, yet the glorious expanse's group wants to blow up. I don't understand.
Apparently, there's something about he used to serve somebody and is terrified of them returning, but he also wants to take over a mall. It's very mixed signals. From what we gathered, not everyone that worked there knew things.
As is true with all things, really.
They definitely are having a lot of supplies for an army. I grabbed a bunch of their ledgers. I don't know where they're making them, but you know the weapons that Percy has, the ones that are like mini cannons.
Yeah. He has plenty of guns.
So the man I went to go kill originally, had blueprints for those.
Okay.
He worked for them.
Yes.
They have gunpowder, a lot of it.
That's
A
concerning.
lot. I wanted to grab some, but I didn't have any containers to, unfortunately, carry any. I didn't. There was no blueprints there for them, though, which means they must be baking them somewhere else. I did find out from a very ditzy guard, though, that there is apparently, I think she said it was in Rykar, a storehouse that's disguised as a paper shop. So it's at least one other base.
That makes sense.
Oh, and I imagine we kept the armbands. And would it have been possible, because I didn't think about this originally, would it have been possible for us to maybe grab a couple extra armbands in case we ever did gain more party members?
I don't see why not.
And she'll pull one of them out discreetly. Lovely disguise for going around and not having. We actually were able to walk around without fighting for the most part down there.
That's pretty convenient.
So that was definitely helpful.
Oh, guess who we met? We met the brother of the guy who you killed when he jumped you.
Oh, right. He was very talkative. He was guarding a chimera.
Would Nero know what that is?
Probably not. Unless she's like read about it a lot of books.
I rolled an 18.
So yeah, she's read books about it.
Those are actually real?
Yeah? It was weird.
Oh my god.
There's a lot of really weird things down there. Apparently, the Deku collects a lot of different creatures as his pets. There was that. There was, killed a bunch of them. So they're probably all dead now, but there's a bunch of rats with brains that were exposed. There's a wyvern.
That would explain why they wanted the crate.
What do you mean?
The trunk crate thing that we were carrying. It had 3 dragon eggs in it.
Oh.
Actually, well, by the time we got to it, I had 2. Wait a minute, when Beck died, what happened to Galhena?
We don't know.
Didn't see it. He was dead by the time we reached him.
I'm hoping she just ran off.
Back to the fire plane, maybe? We weren't terribly far from Mukatara.
probably a better fate for her.
Yeah.
Well, either way, this is a conversation we can continue on the road. I think we should go to sleep for the night.
Right.
Night, guys.
So as you all head off to your own rooms for the night, I think this is where we will end tonight's session.